Hello. I reckon as... Was it finally time to go ahead and dust this off again? This microphone on mute button, I guess, which would have gotten quite dusty after 7 minutes of not being pressed. That's how it works, right? But anyway, yeah, hello once more to whoever may have found their way here. Hello to Burn. Hello to Ak. And welcome in. Oh, and Redbear. Hello, Redbear. With the raw lurk power. Act 3 was the biggest pain in the ass in Diablo 2. Well, I mean, it's certainly been the biggest pain for me as far as trying to explore like the starting area of it, but I don't know, the later part of it that I've gotten to seem like they're a bit more regular, at least. And you know, I guess the really weird way in which the jungle is laid out can have some appeal, but I just thought that it was kind of tedious to navigate. Oh, Crossroads, this friggin' song. This Persona 5 song, which is like the most generic Persona 5 song I think that I've come across in all the Persona 5 songs that I've actually bothered to try and listen to. Ooh, and I see that Rival's Feeder has apparently already gotten its pledge quota. That was quick. Got to say that I was not one of the people who gave for that pledge. In no small part just because I have no idea what that is. That game. I mean, I probably heard of it a few times, but I mean, heck if I know any of the music from it. And like that first jungle area, yeah. Guess we shall see how the rest of it plays out. But yeah, I mean, I guess I was actually looking at my points on the scoreboard earlier for the chase and probably wouldn't have any problem pledging for the various things, but at least well, it looks like just based on this first example, this first demonstration of how that's apparently gonna go, I guess I don't have to worry about stuff getting stuck in pledging purgatory. But yeah, if I see something in pledges that I actually like and that I actually know, or a combination of the two, which, you know, would be ideal, then sure, I'll get right on that. I'll pledge that immediately, but it doesn't quite apply to the first example. Not that I guess I'm not really commenting on it, because obviously I don't know the music, so I can't comment on it. But it's probably there's a good chunk of other examples that I think there's potential for people to pledge that I would definitely hop on a lot faster. Just leave it at that. But anyway, speaking of video game music, which I guess is what we've been covertly doing this whole time. In a way, not really covertly, it's just like in a not completely obvious way to people that don't know what the Chase VDM is. They might be going like, what the hell are you talking about? And really wouldn't blame you, but speaking of all that, why don't I just go ahead and get started with the first thing that I usually do on these streams. So I'm gonna literally just run a timer on one of these fucking browser pages and use that instead of my phone to if you type in like online timer to the DuckDuckGo search bar, it literally just gives you exactly what I need right now, which is a 1 minute timer. So what is this, by the way? Because this is 10 to, I see. I literally just went through my I haven't done this in a while, and I probably should do this a bit more often if I can catch up to a bunch of stuff, but I did basically clean out my currently practicing, or a good chunk at least of my currently practicing I guess sub-playlist for the chase in my iTunes library here. And I added in a bunch of new stuff that I had downloaded but hadn't integrated yet. And that's what's on shuffle right now. But I guess I shall... What was the last one, by the way? Hold on. We're gonna resume this in just a moment, but... Oh yeah, it was this fucking song, yeah. Okay, with having already listened to that. I feel like I can listen to that song all day long and I'll still have trouble remembering it, the freaking Crossroads, but whatever. So right now I think my thought process for trying to identify that when I'm like shuffling a bunch of stuff and guessing it whenever it comes up is, well, this sounds generic as hell, but it's not LA Noire and it's not Skullgirls, so it has to be this. Pretty much my thought process right now. But speaking of the thought process, let me, I guess, fade this out since it's close to the end anyway. And I will go to the Chase VGM playlist on YouTube, which, you know, unsurprisingly, since I did this just yesterday, it has the same track at the top, which is Wolverine from Spider-Man and the X-Men, which I'm happy that I was able to identify. Or that I am able to identify this way, because it's one of these tracks that's distinctive enough that I don't think I'll, you know, if it ever comes up again in the Chase, I don't think I'll have any trouble telling what it is just based on the first 2 seconds even. I'll just use that for a quick, I guess, benchmark for the volume. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. And I will play 5 random tracks from this playlist as, you know, shown here. I almost forgot to turn that on. And they will be, I guess, jointly guessed by anyone who is present and is willing to do so, myself included. So, without further ado, let me go ahead and just click this button and assume that it's gonna work. If I hear things. Ooh, and I think I know, yeah, I'm pretty sure I know what this first track is. Starts out kind of quiet, but I guess something that I can mention for this one, because I usually feel like very abstract kind of mnemonic devices to remember what some of these tracks are. And one that I use for this is this particular track it's kind of got the same motif as Still Alive from Mirror's Edge, but it doesn't actually turn into that, and you know, the instrumentation is noticeably different and quieter. That's how I can tell that this is this track from this 3-track OST. And yeah, can I even remember what all the 3 tracks are? It's like this, the piano one and the Alikoloka one. What was the other one? It was Afternoon Snooze. This is Lullaby, right? Oh, well, there you go. This thing actually makes a sound when the 1-minute thing is up. Yeah, this is, well, it's labeled as Ghost Lullaby in the upload, and I guess they probably have that, they have that metadata in the Chase as well. I don't know. If it has come up, I wasn't paying attention at the time. The Afternoon Snooze was the Alikoloka one. But I think I looked this up on this, you know, this 3-track OST up on VGMDB, and I thought that the way that you're supposed to read it is a track called Lullaby and the artist is called Ghost. So Ghost-Lullaby or something, but I don't know. I would just say Lullaby if this came up, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I think I have it as Lullaby in my own, like, local thing. Yeah, I have it as just Lullaby by _Ghost. Oh well, I mean, it's labeled as Ghost Lullaby in the YouTube upload, so I don't know. If it ever came to that, I would just, like, you know, make that clarification, but anyway. And skip now. Ooh, I don't think I know this one straight off. Does not seem terribly familiar. I have a mild suspicion of what it could be from, but I'm not too sure. See how much of it I can really get in a 1-minute time span. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that my initial suspicion was correct now that I'm hearing more of it. At least I recognize the general sound, and I'm positive that I probably heard this like in-game or whatever this is, but I can't remember the context for that even. Yeah, pretty sure I've heard this in-game, whatever this is. Could it be Final Fantasy 13 too? There's like 10 seconds left. Either that or Xenoblade somehow, I'm guessing. Or, actually no, it's Final Fantasy 13-1. I'm wrong. I realized right as time ran out. I think it's Snow's theme from Final Fantasy 13 regular. There it is. Wouldn't you know it? I guess I didn't download this yet, did I? Maybe I did. Don't think that I practiced this at all, like, locally though, but I'm pretty sure that this came up recently on, like, either a different practice session or VGM quiz or something like that. But yeah, I guess I don't have it in my library yet. Maybe I have it downloaded and I just haven't integrated it yet. I can actually take a look right now because that would be pretty easy. Let's see. It's only a handful of tracks that fit that description right now, but no, I guess I don't have it. Otherwise, I guess I was actually able to identify it here, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal, but oh well. It feels kind of weird. It always feels weird when I, like, hear a track from a game that I actually played, and I'm not able to, like, tell what it is very easily. But yeah, there we go. It was 13.2 at the beginning, but now I realized that it was 13.1. Anyway, next track. Ooh. Okay, I'm pretty sure that I literally just added this track to my practice thing here, my lovely hosted one on my... what should I call it? You know, my... Well, the playlist that's playing on the stream right now, basically. I'm just eyeballing it to make sure that that's the case, because I do know what this track is. Not from a game that I played extensively, from a game that I played very briefly. Yeah, here it is. Yep, Shipmaker's out. Or, I guess if you go by the track names that are on that one VGMDB album that are, like, very protracted, there's like 3 parts to them. I can find out what that is right now, actually. I should probably stop the timer. I mean, it doesn't really matter since I figured out, or it was revealed what it was before that ran out, but... Yuki Yuki Troublemakers, that's the Japanese title, I guess. If you go by the full title, Out Get Out Mid-Boss BGM. Pretty sure that's exactly what Kat said whenever that came up previously on the Final Chase, because I think that's the last place that I heard it in the chase. Was Final Chase only. I mean, some of these freaking track names from this album information are like just like repeating themselves, but then some of them are a little bit more strange, like the one that I have is just Broken is apparently Broken My Pleasure Large Athletic Meat Bonus VGM. That's the full thing. The one that's called Harry is apparently Harry Die Die Marina Main BGM 2. Ooh, and it's about to run out, so I guess we're just gonna go ahead and listen to the next one. But yeah, interesting OST. Ooh, I know this. Another game that I played very briefly and keep meaning to go back to, but it's like one of the very few mainline games in the series that I haven't actually beaten at any point, or just played more extensively to where I would be able to remember music better. And it took me a little bit longer to remember the actual track name, but I did. I mean, how many games in this series that are numbered have I actually not finished or like, played extensively? I think 3, 5 I played a lot and I know really well, but I never actually beat it. This one, 11, which I never played because of its nature. 12 I played a little bit of and then never actually... There's a time. I just kind of gave up on 12. And then 14 I also never played because like 11 it's an MMO, and then 15 I had never touched, so yeah, it's Heavy Fates. And it's, well, it's just called Martial Law. I guess I could actually look into this quickly. I don't know if VGMDB, since I have that tab open now, would have any more specialized references for this. This freaking page is huge. Special sampler. No, that's not the full soundtrack. Maybe this Final Fantasy VIII original soundtrack limited edition. Let me see. Yeah, it just shows up as just martial law in this page as well, so I'd be willing to believe that. If I look at Final Fantasy VIII original soundtrack, that's right under that. Let me see. If that even shows up here. Probably should, but... Is eyeballing it? Okay, it does also show up as martial law here. Under martial law, yeah. It's confusing under her control with it. Confusing it to its timber. Oh boy. I am now looking at these words. Apparently under her control is also a track that I don't think I would be able to identify myself. And looking, I guess there's no tracks with city, with the word city actually in the name, based on just Ctrl-Fing this album page. And The Spy is apparently a separate track too. Should listen to these, I guess, as well. But yeah, that is this track from Final Fantasy VIII, which only has about 30 seconds left, so I guess I can just let it play out. Timber's the city where martial law is, right? God, I don't remember. Under her control is Devling City. I guess I only played this game, Final Fantasy VIII, for very briefly, but I think that does probably line up with the parts of it that I did manage to see. But yeah, that's track, I think. So this next one would be the final track. Let's see what we got. Ooh, of course it's from this game. Can't wait for the fucking giant cascade of +2s in the thing. Always happens whenever this game comes up. Guess I shouldn't be surprised, but I mean, I'm sure I mostly haven't bothered to practice this game because it's super vox populi, the music from it, but there is a handful of tracks from it that I guess I wasn't able to like pin down immediately, so I put them in here, like It's Raining Somewhere Else, that's one of them. And The Choice is another one of them that I think is actually in my current playlist, yeah. Undertale Metal Crusher, yeah, I'm pretty sure this specific one is Metal Crusher. Did I? Yeah, they did turn on the timer, but I stopped it at 4 seconds because it was obvious what it was. Oh, and it's already over. I guess I'm gonna let one more of these play out. Oh, this is, I guess doesn't really matter anymore, but this is from another game that everybody knows, but unlike the previous one, I also basically did not know this game until I started practicing it. And it's kind of funny because one of the tracks from this game is actually the way that I identify it is. It starts out sounding like it's something from Soul Calibur 2, but it's not, it's this instead. It isn't the same console though. I'm pretty sure Beanstalk Park is the one that I'm talking about. But yeah, Metaton Undertale was the last one. It's just the quiz with Metaton when you first run into that character. It is not the same as the battles that you can potentially do with him later on in the story. But let's see. I guess that's the bonus track right there. Kirby Iridia, City Trial City or Celestial Valley. I have no idea for any of the context for any of the tracks in this game, but it's labeled Celestial Valley here, and I just know it as Celestial Valley. Because that's how I've been listening to it. But yeah, that's, I guess, technically a bonus track, but I guess I'll just go ahead and play one more while I set this up, this other thing that I will be moving into in just a moment. Ooh. It's from another very famous franchise that I know very little about. I can just say it's Sonic the Hedgehog. Apparently Sonic 1, Starlight Zone. It's not of one of like, I guess, 2 Sonic 1 tracks that I would know. Which would be Green Hill Zone and Labyrinth Zone. But yeah, there you go, that's BGM. That's actually the 7th track that played there. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and I guess try to segue into what would be the next part of the stream, and I think once again I'm gonna do it, or try to do it just for a little bit. Let's see. I don't think that I got an email from this site. Oh no, I did, I just missed it. Usually GeoGuessr sent me some kind of an email when... Did I remember to actually do the thing? Yes, I did, okay. Usually sends you an email when it's been like long enough that I can actually get the cheap skate version of the daily challenge again. Oh wait, no, cancel. I want that. I want this to be the, yeah. The thing, this, yeah, there we go. I want the window capture to actually show me something that I can actually see, but... Oh, there you go, that was Sonic 1 Labyrinth Zone, or Starlight Zone, I mean. Labyrinth Zone is, like I just said, another one that I actually have listened to, and it doesn't sound like this. Just let that one play out. Let's take a quick glance at whichever one would be next, just for the hell of it. I'm gonna play the whole thing, whatever it is, but... well, at least it's one that I practice, it's this fucking game. It's apparently very, very popular in some circles that have somewhat migrated to the chase over time. Well, partially so, you know, like maybe 4 people that play the chase regularly, myself included, would, well, technically only myself included, would technically be included as part of that circle, but yeah, apparently they really like that game. I don't really get it myself, but there's that aesthetic. Instigated idea from Trails in the Sky. I guess FC, I have no idea. There's like 2 games or 3 games, I don't know how it works. I don't follow that myself, but... And then I'm just gonna go back to my regular playlist. But, I mean, for all I know, that there could be like some tracks that are shared with no difference between them. I really wouldn't be able to tell you, but... But anyhow, why don't I go ahead and... return to... the local playlist once again, as I go into, I guess, a similarly brief to yesterday bout of GeoGuessr, which is, well, it's probably just gonna be the daily challenge. I don't really see myself doing much more than this, like maybe a little bit more of the, like, cheapo, crappy free map, just for the hell of it, just for the meme, but will be the only proper one, I'm guessing. But, what else? I think there's one more thing that I wanted to mention. Or I did anything. It's probably about this song. I mean, I obviously can identify that this is from Chrono Trigger, but I've actually been... I guess I need to like go over a lot of Chrono Trigger tracks because I play the game a bunch. I can identify them, the vast majority of them, without much trouble, but something that I usually have a hard time remembering is what they're actually called, or in the case of some of them, such as this one, where they actually play in the game, because I honestly don't remember. Might just be like... it's like Melcher's theme. I think I might have a very, very vague remembrance of like hearing the first 5 seconds of that or something when you talk to him for some scenes, but anyway. I can probably find out if I look into it, but for now I guess I'll just continue to listen to it as I get started with the daily challenge here. It's the credits. Ooh, yeah, I guess it's been quite a long while since I actually saw any kind of an ending for Chrono Trigger, though. Credits would make sense. I feel like I definitely heard something similar to this in some kind of context during the actual game, at least like... yeah, that sounded like the beginning of this, but I don't know. Maybe what I should do is to, even though I just basically was doing a full playthrough of Chrono Trigger yet again by myself, maybe what I should do is like try to learn the entire soundtrack and actually learn all the names of the tracks and then play the whole game yet again, so I can pin down where they play. I exactly have the context for all of them, but I mean, if I remember, some of them are basically self-explanatory, like the The one that's called sewer access or something. Listen to sewer access in the future, but anyway. It's like just rambling, stalling. Let's try to figure out where this dusty bridge is. It's once again, I am inclined to believe that it's probably somewhere in Latin America. Oh, a sign. That's very nice. This Puente Machareti. Okay, yeah. Pretty sure this is Latin America. Oh, and it just reset me for some reason. I don't know what I could have possibly done to instigate that, but yeah, there it is. Oh, hey, is this the same direction that I just went in? It is. I thought that I had gone in a different direction, but it's hard to tell when you get turned around. But yeah, I don't know where Puente Machareti is. It could be anywhere. It could be like Central America or the other place. I want to see maybe at least not. That's not a sign. Is there a sign over here? Thought I saw something. Maybe I was imagining things. There's another signal here, but what does this one say? It's fucking blur text. Why is it blurred out? Why do we do this? Prohibido adelantar, okay. So I'm just gonna go very fast down the freeway here. We're heading in the east direction. I don't know if that exactly matches up with... Well, east and kind of northish, I think. Oh, hello. There's something. We can actually get back there and actually read that. Maybe. How freaking far back was that? Ooh. Boyuibe, Camiri, and Santa Cruz are... Well, Santa Cruz is quite far away, but I don't know where Boyuibe and Camiri could be. I'm guessing South America. Maybe somewhere in Central America, I don't know. If I zoom in, I find a place like that have a name that along those lines, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Out there. I'm gonna put the thing in Colombia just in case. I honestly have no idea what I'm looking for, but I don't know, there's like a big city called, I guess, Santa Cruz, if it's, you know, on a sign, despite being 360 kilometers away. It's probably kind of a big deal. And, I mean, if there's any kind of indication of what road this is, it's not here. I haven't seen anything like that on the other signals, so... Well, I don't know where Boyuibe is, or Camiri, or Santa Cruz, so I hope that they're not very far from the north of South America. The northern part of the American South. And yeah, I'm not seeing a whole lot of names down here that match. Maybe here? Oh, nope, it was farther down. It was in Bolivia. Oh, there's Santa Cruz de la Sierra. I don't think that's... no, La Paz is the capital of Bolivia. I guess Santa Cruz de la Sierra is a big city though, and yeah, there's Machareti, which was the... I guess it was the name of a bridge. So I guess it got its name from whatever's over here. I guess it's some kind of, yeah, some kind of actual village or something. And apparently this is Road 9, but I have no idea on which part of the map to find that. I feel like South America is gonna give me way more trouble than I care to admit, just based on the fact that there's so many similar features between this huge landmass. Same kind of deal with Brazil. And not just this huge landmass, but also it's going all the way up here, really, depending on how abstract you're willing to get. Well, let's just go to the next one. Oh boy. Middle of nowhere again. Let's go, I think we're going east here. Go very fast down the highway and hopefully find some kind of sign like that again. I think, yeah, we're driving on the right. Are we driving on the right? I don't know. I thought that I kept seeing cars in the... I guess I haven't seen any other cars, so I actually don't know how we're driving. Maybe we're driving on the left. Oh, hold on. Actually, I think we are driving on the left because, yeah, that would go in that direction. And let's do this. I need a better look, I genuinely can't tell. Okay, yeah, pretty sure it's driving on the left, so maybe we're in Africa, I don't know which parts of it. Maybe we're in Australia. For all I know, that could also be the case. Well, what have we got? 110, no units though. Maybe that's... I would like to assume that that's kilometers, but I really don't know. I mean, most of the world there's just kilometers, except for a few uncivilized places. I don't know if there's like other remote places, perhaps matching the descriptors that I've mentioned, that would use something else. Yep, there doesn't seem to be anything here. Much like in a lot of other places. Well, the rhythm of the music only matches the rhythm at which we're progressing through this completely empty, barren wasteland that we're in. Let's just go back. I'm gonna try my luck with the other direction. I think we're going west now. I think I saw a sign, but I'm guessing it was just like a... I had a sign, or was it just one of these like little roadside posts? I think it might have just been that actually. Ooh, did I see something there? I mean, or did I get confused again? I think I might have just gotten confused again. I was thinking that I'm like seeing the backside of a sign. I need to turn around to actually be able to read it, but there's something there. Is there anything written there? Ah, Christ. It's Whistler Cook. Okay, so maybe we're in Australia, but we have the same problem with Australia, I think, as we have with a lot of other places. I don't know. People live around here, right? I'm gonna pop something down here. Try my luck. I don't know where Whistler CK possibly be, but grabbing on the left, and we got that name, and it looks like this, so I think Australia's a fair guess. We're about to find out, I guess. It was Australia, but it was over here. It was North Queensland. And I was looking for cairns, because the Cairns, North Queensland, is a place that I know of because of a thing. But no, unsurprisingly, we're in the middle of nowhere, apparently in a highway where... Well, it's A2 that is close to the branching off with another road, which apparently has no name. Where does this other road even go? I don't know if we were on the highway. I think that we were on the highway that whole time, though. Not this, whatever this other road is that goes nowhere and just disappears if you try to zoom out. Is there anything here? I have no idea what's up with that, but anyway. It was North Queensland. It was close to anywhere that is an actual place. I guess Camooweal? I have no idea how you pronounce that, but... And the Willianguru National Park. But yeah, very much middle of nowhere. I guess if you keep going west and you go like very, very far in that direction, you eventually get to Camooweal. I don't know if we would have had enough time to get there if I just started heading in that direction from the beginning, though. But I guess that's a thought. Let's go for the middle one. Oh, we're somewhere controlled 30 meters, so... Do I read German? I think I do read German. It's actually hard to see from this side and from that side, and... It's... Yeah, ausgenommen berechtigt für in Botte für Tirol, so that's definitely German, so I'm guessing we might be in like Swiss Alps or something like that. Pizzeria. Links. Okay, yeah, links means left in German. I remember that much from my my very limited foray into German some years back. I read this sign. Is that possible? Can I like get close enough to where it's not completely blurry and unintelligible? What is this strike, by the way? Is this Gildegear? It is Gildegear. Willkommen Radweg Winschgau. Well, there's a map and everything. Claudia Augusta. Bike path Winschgau. Okay, so we're near a bike path, but I'm guessing we might be... I'm just gonna zoom in on that part of the world here. Hereabouts. I don't know. Actually not sure exactly which part of the country I'm looking for. I think maybe the south, closer to the south. Radweg. Radweg. Not sure how you would pronounce it. I think the one where you, the language where you would like So the chis or jis out for the G's would be more Dutch than German. But anyway, I'm getting distracted. I think that stuff down here actually has like more Italian names than German, so maybe not here. Maybe hereabouts? I really have no idea. I mean, I don't know what else I could find around here. Probably a good amount of things, but I'm just like clinging on to the first thing that I find that's even a remotely good indicator of where I might be, and just click onto that. What about this? Is this just a warning sign or Italia? Okay, we might actually be in like some kind of border between Switzerland and Italy or something. Even though it says, you know, all these signs I think are in German. What about this? Mr. Reich, okay, so it's between Austria and Italy, so I was on the wrong side, never mind. Oh, it's a border between Austria and Italy, so it's more like this side. Russian Shorterish, I don't know, Vincia is apparently a trail that's close by, but it's kind of an extensive border. I hope that the spot I picked is decent enough to wherever it is that we actually are. Maybe it's closer to here. I'm gonna take a gamble and do that. Because I don't know, I want to say that if it's like close to snowy mountains, it'd probably be closer to Austria or to Switzerland, I mean, but I don't know. So we're gonna find out. It was... What? Oh, it was closer, actually, than where I initially clicked, but... it was apparently right over here, yeah, very, very close to the border with Switzerland as well. It's right on the border between freaking Austria and Italy, though. Pizzeria Hans, and I guess any, I guess Firmenstoch? Sloch? Firmensloch. It's just north of there, and yeah, Resiarreschen am See is the name of a place that's apparently just south of that, even though that's in Italy. Oh well. And Pizzeria da Luigi is right there. Bit of a contrast there, but maybe that's part of the charm. Which theme is... I failed to pay attention to the name of the track here. Hold on a second. This is Guilty Gear Xrd. It's... When Life Comes. Okay. Guess I'll try to remember that. I don't know. A lot of Guilty Gear and Calamity Trigger tracks kind of blurred together in my head. To a degree. Not as bad of a degree as, I don't know, stuff like Mega Man, but definitely to a degree. Hospice Shop. Goods in the first class care, turning second-hand goods in the first class care. Okay, well, we're speaking English, we're driving on the left. Fashion Connection, Night Before Christmas, Yvonne's skits for knitting yarn, we pay rent, own your own welding glass gas bottles. Sounds like a good idea. Ooh, and then there's this. I actually added the whole soundtrack for this game into my local database thingy, because I remember that I had it, so... I mean, I know most of the soundtrack really well, but I figured there were a few that I might as well try to practice a little more, because I wasn't gonna be able to tell what they were in like an instant, so might as well try to strengthen that. But yeah, this is one of them. Because I probably, if this came up in the chase like a final change or something, I probably would have confused it with Hajimaru Ori or something. I would not have actually said Game Over, which is the name of this track. The Curse Center. ASB. What is ASB? Kind of funny how in series you can have like very dense information and yet very little information of where you actually are. Excuse me, by the way. Federal Upper Resource Center Inc. I think we might be in Australia again, just based on the fact, or maybe New Zealand, I don't know. Based on the fact that it looks like this, it's got English stuff, and we're driving on the left, and Celtics, yeah. I think we might be in that area of the world at least. I also know the name Celtics because of another same meme thing that I know about Cairns, North Queensland. I'm gonna take I don't know, kind of want to say Australia more than New Zealand, but I don't know. I'm gonna pick Brisbane, but I have no idea. I'm gonna put a thing in Brisbane down for the time being, at least. We'll have a little bit more time. What restrictions? I guess I should try to actually get away from where most of the buildings are, because then maybe I'll hit some kind of highway area that would have actual signs, but... Ooh, hold on, there's a sign back there. There's another sign in front of me, but I don't have a lot of time. Let's see, oh, for fuck's sake, come on. Ekatahuna Napier, I don't know what that means. It could be anywhere in this part of the world, as far as I know where. Turn left, that doesn't help. Stockport Street entrance. I don't think oh, New Zealand. It's Co-NC. I was able to tell, just based at the last possible moment, that it was at least New Zealand. Oh, there we go. Solved at some points. I wasn't gonna be able to tell you where in New Zealand, but there you go. It was apparently Masterton, though, if I'm reading that right. Yeah, Masterton. There we go. You've been able to recognize any of these other names from the signs that I saw, any of the words that I saw on the actual map? I don't think I have, no. Oh well. Well, thanks for that sign at the last possible moment. I was able to guess that it was New Zealand. I think I saw Napier. Okay, Napier is apparently a place, so I guess that actually could have told me something if I had known about its existence, but until I saw this, I didn't, so oh well. These things, they kind of build upon one another, in a way, you might say that. Let's see, let's move on to the final one. Oh boy, where are we now? Case number... looking kind of weird. Text hyper hotlines. I don't know where we could be. What do these things say? It could be like the Philippines, I think. Yeah, it would be like the Philippines or something. If it's like a weird mixture of English and Spanish and signals on the road and whatnot. Aqua Factory, purified water. Bangon, Nescafe, Rawara, Wimber, Brand, Christina. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that if we're not in the Philippines, probably at least somewhere nearby. What is this track? Oh, this is from Lindenrich, right? I was like, I don't recognize this at all, and I still barely do. Really, but... what are we doing here? Raigon, Jing Capitan, Kayan, Kayamoyan. I unfortunately can't read that. Oh, and this. What was this again? I feel like this is one of a bunch of Sonic tracks that I was... This is Hydro City, or Hydrocity, whatever you want to say that as. Act 1, isn't it? Yeah. Took me a second to like process. This is the one that has that little descending thing at the beginning instead of like going to wait a second to play it, and it's also a little bit slower paced. Okay, I don't know where we are, but I'm guessing that we're maybe in the Philippines. I'm gonna put near Manila, but no idea where it could be. But police. I mean, I guess once again what I could try to do is try to like leave the general buildings area and see if there's some signs. There's a sign there, I thought. Hold on. I go right past it? No. Yes, no. It's Lex, but unfortunately I have no idea what that means, and it doesn't seem to be a place name. Or at least I would guess that it isn't. I couldn't tell you either way. But... Reliable Japan Genuine Surplus Co. Well, I guess, yeah. Well, maybe Nilex is a place. Is Nilex anywhere around here? Probably not. Maybe it's like... maybe it means like downtown or something. I don't see Nilex anywhere in these names, so... I couldn't tell you if it's an actual place or if it's like a specific building or something within the city or a section of the city or what, but... yeah... probably isn't gonna help me narrow anything down. Look, there's a word that I guess you could get banned for on the screen if someone who decided that they wanted to do that and was very ignorant about language wanted to do that, but... oh, it was in this island, at least. What is this place? Tayabas? Is that like the populace? Well, apparently there's something called Lucena down here, but yeah, where's Nilex? We zoom in, can we maybe find out? Graceland Estates and Country Club. Boy. One thing by Anne, I guess, would be this place, but yeah, I still don't see the legs anywhere. No, I not even like as a business name or anything like that, so honestly have no idea what that means. I feel like I could probably be deeming myself curious enough about this to try and at least figure out where the you know what the hell Nelex is, and I think I'm gonna try to find out. Hold on, this is Mounting Bayan. What happens if I put this into a search query? I don't think this is what I'm after. What is Nelex? Nelex Statement of Metro Manila Community Quarantine. What is that? Maybe we can at least try to find out. What is Nelex anyway? The Nelex Corporation. Oh, okay. What is the Nelex Corporation? It's a subsidiary of Metro Pacific Tollways Corporation. What do they do? Holds the concession rights to construct, operate, and maintain the North Luzon Expressway and Subic-Clark-Tarlac Expressway. Okay. What are they? Oh. North Luzon Expressway. Okay, so presumably that's why they're called that. It's North Luzon Expressway. But they... Oh, where's that? Let me go back to that and try to figure it out. Okay, so it's in Luzon. Is Luzon the island? Luzon is the largest and most populous island in the Philippines. Okay, yes. So it's on that island. It's in like the southern part of it, it seems. And what about the other one? Subic-Clark-Tarlac Expressway is also on that island. Central Luzon. So I guess if I see Zutex or Nelex, it tells me that I'm at least somewhere in this area. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to retain that information at all, but I guess it's good to know. That's unbridgeable, but yeah, there we go. Unsurprisingly, the one that I wasn't able to make out at all was... I'll take 15k, sure. Well, the two that I could at least narrow down the general part of the world, but that part was so huge that I couldn't get anything too great for just guessing a random spot in that world that happened, or that part that didn't happen to be the correct one. Latin America and Australia. And I almost guessed Australia again for the New Zealand one, but I got saved at the last possible moment from that one. Oh yeah, I basically only got 3 right. That's reflected in that score. I'd say that's fitting. Ooh, that's super quiet. DKC2 track, isn't it? Yeah. It had me surprised when I heard it, because it's like, every single time though that I hear a DKC2 track, that it's like, I can't identify this. It was a DKC2 track. I am like completely mortified, because DKC2 is my favorite game in that series. I guess that should be a cue for me to just go over the soundtrack yet again and try to figure out if there's anything else from that soundtrack that I wouldn't be able to tell. Yeah, there we go. That was a daily challenge on GeoGuessr. Once again, I unsurprisingly do a mediocre performance by myself. I guess just for the meme I could once again try to do GeoGuessr free. Just for the hell of it, I'm gonna put a... I will have to use my phone to time this up. Play the shitty free version and do 2 minutes maximum per map. Well, I really need to charge my phone again. I'm gonna plug it in now, actually. There's to untangle this USB-C or USB micro, I mean, wire that's connected to the thing that needs to go one end into the power and the other end into the phone. Okay, and now you're probably gonna hear the wire dragging along the surface of my keyboard. That's part of the fun, you see. Okay, 2 minutes, let's do it. Let's listen to a little bit more VGM while this is going on. 2 minutes per map, it just plunges you straight into it, no settings. Doesn't even let you do settings. That should give you a bit of an idea as to what you're... Yeah, off to a great start, by the way. We're in a jungle. We have no idea where, but... yes, we can kind of very vaguely... maybe make out the outline of someone dragging along like a single person cart or something. So maybe we're in India. That's about all I got. Like already I don't think there's anything else that I can possibly use as a clue here. I mean, there's this thing on the side of the road. I don't know what. It could just be like a little, I don't know, thing made out with like a couple of iron poles and a little bit of iron grating, or it could be some kind of stone, or maybe it's something that's deeply significant culturally that I'm just completely unaware of, but... You know, I could also just enjoy this song, which is something that I am absolutely freaking incensed that I didn't get when it was a quick round. That first note is exactly the same as the first note from The Sims New Beginnings Under Construction. But I guess the cadence of it and the chord is a little bit different, so can't actually tell it apart. But yeah, I have no idea where this is. I'm just gonna pick somewhere in India. Maybe near the east side, hell if I know. Somewhere where there's like a green blotch here. That'll do, right? Well, it was that part of the world, but it wasn't India, it was... Where is this? Well, here's Bhutan, here's Bangladesh, here's Burma, Myanmar, and here's Arunachal Pradesh, I don't know. And I'm not quite sure why this is sectioned off like this, but if I had to guess, it's probably because of like political dispute shenanigans. Which would not surprise me in this, you know, this part of the world with these things involved. But apparently, yeah, in a very much middle of nowhere road. Near a place called Pitapul, though. Or Pitapol, I don't know. Pitapul? I guess probably pool if there's like some English words thrown into the... Or at least this place, I don't know, there's Pitapul and New Pitapul, so... I don't know what the deal is with the languages in this part of the world, but... This very small corner of the world, but let's have that. I'm gonna reset, gonna start up the timer again. Okay, let's see. This isn't... no, I don't think this is anything to do with a road. We're not on a railroad, and I don't think we can move. We can look around 360 kind of, but we can't actually move, so... No, we can move. Never mind. Okay, I could buy this being like Northern Europe or maybe North America. Let's, I guess, go in the only direction we can. Ooh, on this track. Maybe I should try to, like, actually play this Donkey Kong Land. Ooh, we can keep moving now. I don't know what's up with the freaking movement thing, but okay, let's keep looking in this direction. I don't know if we're gonna be able to find anything by... I guess just keep looking down all the time. That's where the movement arrows are. Look away too far. They'll just disappear on you, I guess. Yeah. Don't really have anything to guess at this point other than just probably North America. Oh boy. There'll be some writing here. Yeah, probably North America would be my generic guess. Maybe Europe, but I really... Oh, hello. Never mind. Stensoned. Okay. Based on that word existing on this sign, I probably would be a bit more inclined to say somewhere in Europe, but I don't know. Having said that, maybe somewhere in Norway. 40, yeah, probably 40 kilometers. Not 40 kilometers, actually, maybe 40 miles. I feel like 40 kilometers would probably be too slow for a road that seems kind of out in the open like this, but what do I know? E.G. Anderson? Okay, never mind. I guess we probably are in Scandinavia at least. Okay, well, basically out of time with my guess, so yeah, I really don't know where, but I guess which is the place I would use the umlaut more? Probably Norway. Random place in Norway. I guess on a road at least. But is this a road? Let's try that. It was Sweden, of course it was. Oh, there's Gävle. I guess that place was marked on the side of that truck, but it was close enough. It was basically the same latitude. Or altitude, excuse me. Or longitude? I don't know. Which is the one that's like tropics? Is that longitude? I don't remember. Yeah. I was apparently in a place called... I can't read the whole thing because this thing's in the way, but... Ankar? Anakar? I don't know. Anakir? Pilvik? Rust? Tengberget? I don't know. But yeah, wasn't that fun? Let's have yet another one, a middle one. At least we were able to move there. What have we got? Speed? Does that say speed? Yeah, speed hump. Oh boy. Well, we have speed humps and we're driving on the right. Not quite sure what to make of that. What place that has cars that drive on the right has speed humps? That's a question for the ages, I would posit. This is Earthbound, isn't it? I don't remember the track name. Skyrunner? Is that what that says? The Skyrunner. Oh boy, I don't remember downloading this. I guess it's probably... Since I don't remember this at all and I can't place it to begin with, I guess it's a good thing that I'm practicing it. Oh boy, we no longer move. The arrows are gone. Well, what do we know? We're driving on the right. We got yellow lines dividing the middle of the highway here. I'm gonna go back because I guess I can't move anymore. I'll go in the opposite direction this time. Yeah. Let's see if we can at least keep moving in this direction. Nope. Oh no, we can. It just took its time showing up again. Skyrunner. Okay. You know, it's kind of funny. Earthbound is actually one of those games that I technically have finished, but much like the first time I played through Chrono Trigger, it was back in the day, and it was, I was in like middle school or something, and it was, oh, the arrows are back. It was an emulated version, and it was a ROM hacked version that basically allowed you to have infinite health, no matter what you did. So you couldn't die, you couldn't lose. Okay, well I'm clicking very furiously and I don't think they are, so no, there they are. Yeah, I have no idea where this is though. This very slow puttering movement hasn't brought me any closer to any actual indication. Let me see if I can make it over there, and I'm out of time, but... I think I see a sign in the distance. If I can make it all the way over there, I will consider that a miracle. And I will set as my basis for guessing where I am, but it's like a kill is in the... Oh, it's not a sign, it's a house. I mean, maybe there'll be some kind of sign next to the house, but... But in the meantime, I guess I can make another snide comment about... Would it be a snide comment? I guess just a general observation about... the ways that I tell stuff apart, because I was practicing a little bit earlier. Okay, there's no sign. Well, that was, it was all in vain. So I don't know, I'm gonna guess like somewhere in the fucking empty wilderness of Canada, probably. Probably not very far from the southern part. Maybe here in Quebec or Ontario. I'm gonna put it in the border between the two places. That's as good as any, but I was practicing this some BGM earlier and this track came up, but I thought that it was gonna be either one of two other tracks that start with like a very prominent voice sample at the beginning, namely Beautiful Way Vietnam from Street Fighter 4 or Deathmatch. Oh, it was Canada. It was in Newfoundland though, but it was either Deathmatch with Tornado from Xenoblade 2 or whichever one I already said, the Beautiful Way Vietnam from Street Fighter 4. Where the fuck is this? Apparently, yeah, very much middle of nowhere road in Newfoundland, close to East End, East Meadows, Bolly Haley, St. John's, I guess, and St. John's would be the general population, and these are all like districts or something, but yeah, there you go, that's Newfoundland in Canada. Very small section of it. I guess that is part of Quebec, so I was pretty much right in the end. But yeah, what fun. How long is this track, by the way? Let me see. I think that a lot of... it's not that long, it's like 4 minutes. I feel like a lot of, or at least a couple of No More Heroes tracks that I've... which is, by the way, yet another game that I played and that I only remember very marginally. I could potentially try to play that on stream at some point, just for the hell of it. I have it on the, at least I think I do have it on the original Wii hardware. I don't know if I've seen the disc for a while. But yeah, I don't really remember a lot of music from actually playing No More Heroes, except for the main theme motif. But also we're heavy vehicle bridge limits in a tropical looking place, so I don't know, maybe south of the southeast US or something, I don't really know. I guess we can just stare at this screen. We can't move and we can't turn, so this is all we got. But it says kilograms, so that makes me wonder again. I just realized I can barely make out this really blurry, really JPEG-y sign, but it says kilograms for the bridge, I guess, so... Maybe we're in Australia. Again. I don't know which part of Australia would look like this. There's probably a fair amount that would, I'd guess. Or maybe we're in New Zealand, or, you know, a different part of this part of the world. I guess I'm gonna once again try to aim for the southeast, where people seem to live. There's Brisbane again? There's Brisbane. I like how the entire western part of Australia is just like one thing, whereas these other parts are like divided into two each, pretty much. Australian Capital Territory, I mean... Oh, I ran out of time, but for my own restriction, so I'm just gonna pop this. Oh, it was this part of the world, but it wasn't Australia, it was... What's this called? This is... Yeah, yet another song that I definitely would recognize from this game, but I wouldn't be able to put a name to it, so that's why I put it here. But yeah. Where was this? It was Fiji, which I guess is here. You know, I probably... Speaking of stuff that I could recognize, but not pin down. I could probably tell you that Fiji exists. I generally couldn't tell you that it's apparently right, you know, here. But apparently it was near Suva in Fiji. Even closer to a different place called Lokia, I guess? Or at least it says Lokia here, but the name marker is not overlapping with any road, so I don't know what's up with that. And the Sinu is here too. What's this called again? The track is called Detonation. Oh, and Detonation is in the lyrics of this song, I'm pretty sure. I guess that can be a pretty good mnemonic device. But just like literally observing what they say, paying attention. That's probably would have good results, but yeah. But yeah, that was that. Oh, that's not even the final round. Shit, I thought it was. Fuck. I put my phone down already. How well? Okay, at 12:40, at 10:12:40 seconds. I will be running out of time for this one. Oh boy, where are we? Retreat. Courtesies. Let's see. This is very, very strange for the friggin' free mode of GeoGuessr. Apparently we're not only able to move around, but we're in a city. Or at least some kind of place with people and buildings. That's really strange. But I still couldn't really tell you which part of the world we're in. This guy has a grady white cap. I mean, for all I know, these... I don't want to profile based on the appearance of the people that I see, but I'm guessing they could be tourists regardless to wherever this place is. Can we leave this place, or are we stuck here? I think we probably are stuck here. Let me see. Yeah, we can't leave this general vicinity of wherever this is. It's like some kind of archaeological site, I don't know. Oh, well, I think I know where we are now. At least, first, the part of the world. Ooh, and Summit made my nervous. This is the one that actually sounds like a track from that game. There's weird kids on the block, okay. A second track that I just added to this playlist that, from the same game, that I actually listened to very briefly during practice a little while ago, and I couldn't tell that it was from this game. I don't remember what it was, so I can literally just look at it. If it'll play. Oh, by the way, what's the time? Am I out of time? I have 20 seconds left, okay. Evening of the Undead, that's the one. At least I'm guessing that it's Evening of the Undead. Maybe that's the one that I actually did identify as being from this game, and this is the one that I didn't. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't know where we are. A fort ruin? Maybe it's some kind of extraterritorial thing? I really don't know. I'm gonna guess that it's like east side at least. I'll go as far as this road can take me, and that'll be the final place that I'll be allowed to. Oh, it actually goes all the way around to wherever this is. But yeah, maybe northeast actually. Just the aesthetic that I can see on the distance here kind of tells me that... Oh, hello, what is this? Some memorial park? What else does it say? Jefferson Dan something memorial park? Oh, well, I can't... Oh, I can. Jefferson Davis. Oh, shit. Isn't that the dude that was like... the anti-Lincoln or whatever? He was one of the big cheeses, but of the South during the Civil War. I think that's how I read about that. Well, maybe not the northeast then, but probably the east, I think as well. I'm already overextending. I did get that clue at least. I don't know where Jefferson Davis Memorial Park is, but probably... I don't know, here. I think we're close to the beach, wherever we are. Oh, it was actually close to that place. It was in Hampton, I guess. Would Hampton be the town, or would Newport News be the town? Is there a town called Newport News? That seems like an odd place for a town. But apparently between Norfolk and Hampton, it's a little Fort Monroe, that's where it was. Maybe they changed the name because they got uppity and they're like, no, we're not allowed to preserve history. We're not allowed to show things that we're ashamed of. How dare you? People aren't allowed to talk about that. That'll help. Well, whatever. I already went on a raid like this yesterday. I don't need to do it again. But yeah, I don't see Jefferson Davis anywhere. So maybe they did do like a scrub job. Shameful. Oh well. It's apparently Fort Monroe. There you go. And yeah, I guess Fiji was technically the one that I did the worst in there. This is near Automata, isn't it? Crumbling Lies front. Like that's the thing about half of the fucking Nier Automata tracks that are in existence. Not even in the chase, but just in existence. That the fucking vocals come in and I can tell, oh, this is probably Nier Automata because they all have these fucking vocals, but... I guess Nier Automata is yet another and much more recent example of a game that I played all the way through, just like with No More Heroes, and yet I barely remember any part of it, and I thought it was kind of overrated, honestly. But that's me with a lot of things. I just didn't really get it. But I guess a lot of people like it. But yeah, there you go. Honestly, did got almost 15,000, which is way more than I thought I was gonna get in the fucking free version of this fucking thing. Shitty. I'm honestly quite surprised that I managed to get this many points for this picture, because this was like the worst. Picture of a road in a jungle, and that's it. And then this at least was able to figure out some clues, and if I hadn't do more local stuff, I could have got a little bit more points. And then, oh yeah, this was just like a road, right? Yeah, a road. Very empty road. You can move around a bunch, but there were like no clues as far as I could tell. At least I was able to figure out that it was in that part of the world. Mostly by guessing though, and then yeah, same thing here. There was like nothing, just a static picture that you couldn't even turn around. And I only figured that it was this part of the world because of the fact that they had kilometers or kilograms on there. Here at least I eventually found a good clue, but yeah, that's GeoGuessr world. Because apparently I don't like myself enough to even attempt to play on, you know, the proper modes. But yeah, that's gotta be GeoGuessr. I think I've used up enough time on this, and I'm gonna be... well, hold on, let me go ahead and do this first. I'm gonna be attempting to beat like the third act of Diablo II before before the time in which I would like to pretend that I'm liable to pass out, but honestly I don't know anymore. Should probably get on that, yeah. I do like the Diablo 2 with the actual numeral, the Arabic numeral. Typing that into the... whoops. Typing that into the like games list on the stream manager thing does still have Diablo 2 proper, which is Diablo 2 with the Roman numeral. That's at least the extremely rare and extremely sparse example of competent design by the Twitch team, which is a really strange thing to see. But let's see. Just gonna throw in these tags and let's get right into that. Let me take a quick listen, I guess, as to what track would have been next and will be next, since I guess I'm actually letting it play. But yeah, let's see. Oh, I actually know this one. It's Guilty Gear XX Simple Life Bridget's theme, yeah. See, at least that sign is a kind of slightly higher pitched. The overdriven guitar is a little bit more distinctive than a lot of the other Guilty Gear stuff, at least to me. Same reason why I guess I'm usually have a pretty easy time remembering like the May themes from the two Guilty Gear games that are in. They sound at least a little bit different than the others, with extra, I want to say, a bit more happy tones, but I don't know. But yeah, let me see. To go to the place where I can play Diablo 1. Or Diablo 2, I mean. It's technically not the same place as the place where I can play Diablo 1. I will open the game while this continues to play. And then I will go to the title screen, and then I will try to see if I need to mess around with the capture thing, or if it'll actually work like it's supposed to. Let's see. It will work like it's supposed to, and it even showed the fucking Nvidia thing. That's kind of funny, because I'm pretty sure that Nvidia can't do jack with this game, but let me check something actually, hold on. Just, once again, pretty much just for the meme is something that I guess I'm turning into a meme in the stream to a degree. If I look at Nvidia GeForce Experience, which apparently detects some games that it can, like quote-unquote optimize settings for based on the hardware. It's apparently updating, oh boy. That's a little bit unfortunate. It's being a bit more cumbersome than I hoped it would. Well, while we wait for that to update, let me skip ahead to the next track and see what this is. Is it something that I have practiced yet? I don't think it is, no, because I don't recognize it. It's Donkey Kong Country, what? Just look at the ticker now. Oh, nuts and bolts, yeah. I think that this came up in like a practice session some time ago, and then apparently everyone knew it, which is, I found really bizarre, because it's one of the tracks from DKC3 that I certainly don't know myself. So I'm like, why the fuck does this always have to happen? Why is my own knowledge slash taste slash whatever the hell always like complete lack of overlap with other people? But okay, I'm looking at the Nvidia GeForce thing right now. It finally opened up, and fucking Among Us is here. What can you change? What can you optimize about this game? But I don't think I see Diablo 2, so maybe it was. You can change the display mode to be full screen or windowed, I guess. And you can change the resolution, and that's what you can optimize. Yeah. Thank you. I mean, let me look at the details, because it's usually supposed to have some kind of a like little squares with screenshots saying, yeah, this little part of the screen looks better because of Nvidia shit, but no, it's literally just a screenshot of some dude getting killed in Among Us, and that's it. There's no demonstration, it's just like, yeah, that's there. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's some other games on here that's like, what the fuck is Nvidia even doing for the game? I guess Enter the Gungeon and Stardew Valley are two examples that I'm seeing, because they're pretty sure they're sprite-based 2D games, and I think that maybe Gungeon has like some particle effects, so it would make at least a little bit of sense for it to have something. I mean, I look at Stardew Valley, and it's literally the same two options, it's just display and resolution. And nothing else. What about Gungeon? Will this one at least have anything else? Yeah, okay, so this one does have differences, at least debris quality. Lighting quality, real-time reflections. I don't think this is 3D though, it's all 2D. Oh well. And shader quality. I'm sure you can crank this all the way up and really make a difference even on like a lower resolution thing. And Health Taker. I installed that, but I've never actually played it yet. Graphics quality is the only thing that's demonstrated in this screenshot though. Although it would probably, you know, be nice if you could look at this. So just gonna go ahead and say fuck it. Oh, Beautiful Joe. Let's face out Beautiful Joe, which I guess is another game. It's a game that I'm pretty sure that I was at least aware of. I had seen some trailers for it when it was either about to come out or it had just come out, so I was at least vaguely aware of it back during that time, and never actually played it though, so I guess I could probably actually try it out to play it finally stream at some point, but getting ahead of myself because right now I need to go back into Diablo 2 and, you know, actually play this game and try to beat this game. Okay, let's go single player, let's get right into it. Emily, the one with the ugly mask. So let's get started right away. Let me summon my minion preemptively before we go anywhere, and remind myself really quickly. So previously on Diablo 2, we had just found another part of some dude's corpse in the sewers, and apparently that was the third of 4 parts we need to find. We need to find a flail in Travincal, and I don't think flail could be some kind of weird euphemism for a body part, but who knows. So far we found like an eyeball, a brain, and heart, I think. Yeah, heart, eye, and brain. So what we got? So, oh shit, and I just accidentally pressed 1 instead of Q on the keyboard, so I wasted a potion. Oh well. I can't believe that we're missing 2 healing potions. I forgot about that. Well, whatever. That's clearly just a sign that we need to get out there and start getting more items. But I want to open this up again. Let's see, so we're looking for that. We're also looking to go to Travincal to kill some evil cultists or something, and this is the first thing I think though that we're gonna focus on. Search 6 temples in the Bazaar, in Upper Kurast, and in the Causeway. So we haven't explored the Causeway yet, but we have explored the other places. So let's go to the Bazaar. And let me remind myself where we need to look. Oh, I guess maybe we have to find out these entrances again, because we did find them last time. I don't see them anymore on the map. Oh, hello, money. And a shrine. That was a shrine, I wasn't able to tell what it was for. I guess I feel refreshed. Maybe it was like a health shrine or a mana shrine or a well. Now, if it was a well, it would actually not be empty yet. For one use, I don't think. Come on, clone, you can do better than that. Whatever. Oh, greater healing potion, we can already start restocking the belt. But yeah, I'm guessing that one of the entrances to the dungeons is going to be here. No, it's not. Never mind. I recall this here. So yeah, because we've reloaded the world, we have to deal with these boys again in the overworld. But well, we can just bully the dudes from over here. I think maybe champion Sexton. Yeah. Well, didn't help you not get. You're not a champion of avoiding fucking shurikens from really chip distance away. Shows what you know. Saccharimites, health swarms, and there's gonna be like... Okay, I'm finally out of mana, so let's actually get in close. And deal with those guys. Oh, there's more. What a shame. Hello. Well, the Sextons are the ones that heal others. This time it's gonna be these guys instead of the Ona family Sexton. Yeah. Hello. Minion, maybe you lend me a hand here, that would be nice. There we go. Oh, great mana potion. I'll just yoink that, except I'm not gonna yoink that after all, because it means that I don't know what I just picked up by the way, but means that I would be using something from my belt and not otherwise. Oh boy. You guys actually do. Oh, sure we got this guy. Hold on. Wait, I didn't want to pick that up. I want rejuvenation potion. I can actually pop some of my mana back into existence. There we go. I want to fucking kill this guy so I can finally stop healing the others there. Champion Sexton. That guy probably is also responsible for the others not dying, but there we go. All's well that ends well. Oh jeez. At least until the healers are, or unless there's even more healers that we're not aware of. There. Okay, I think we're all decked out as far as the belt now. But all the healing potions, some mana potions, and I'm gonna pop another of these mana potions. Oh boy, splint mail. You know, could identify this just for the hell of it, but I'll leave that, I think. One that we have right now is probably useful enough. Okay, where do I have to go then to find the dungeon entrances? Because that's the order of business, right? Go like straight across from this sewer entrance? Sewer entrance? Yeah, here's one. Okay, good. Start with this. The Disused Thane. So we did explore one of these dungeons at the end of the last stream, but only one. The Fresh Hunters like, I don't know, evil versions of the Rogue, something like that. I feel like we already fought the evil version of the Rogue, though. That's like one of the earliest bosses that we have to add to deal with in this game. And obviously the warrior became like the evil Dark Wanderer that we've been chasing the whole time, but I don't remember if... I don't think we've had anything to do with the mage from Diablo 1 just yet. Even though that's like the best character. For cheesing things and just becoming basically unkillable. At least in vanilla Diablo 1 I think he got kind of nerfed in the Beelzebub mod. I remember that much. Didn't break it as much. Didn't break the game as much with him on that version of the game. What's with this blue one? That was probably a boss or something. Or maybe it was just like cold, I don't know. Oh, there's still one. We'll pop greater mana potion and chip noticed, sure. There was also a mana shrine there, but you know, doesn't really matter which of these resources we use, does it? We're all gonna have the same result. Okay, yeah, these dungeons are very small, which makes sense since we're gonna have to explore a bunch of them. And an amulet, sure. Probably gonna be sold off like so many of the others, but maybe it's something really good and broken, who knows. Always gotta pick up these weird, these vague intimations of treasure and loot with the hope that maybe one day we'll find the in the game amulet or something. Just obliterate everything. Hello. Spider maggots, these things were also in the first of these dungeons that I explored, which I'm pretty sure was somewhere in the upper area. I wonder if their existence is some kind of lore thing, or maybe it's just some kind of thing to make me harken back to another game that had wizard spiders, which is Thief 1. Which I'm pretty sure actually came out before this game did, like after, like around 2000 or after 2000 I think, and Thief 1 was like 98 I think. And, you know, I say that as if I was remembering playing these games back in the day, but that's actually not even something that I was able to do. This game I only played in 2020 for the first time, and then Thief 1 I definitely played before that, but I don't remember when. I think I played it in like high school, which would have been like around 2010. Has it really been that long? But I really like the Thief games, as you might be able to tell. tell if you're familiar with my username in a few places. Okay, here's another one. Ruined Temple. We haven't looked at this one either. Oh, there's traps, I think. Traps and very fancy death animations for some of these. I don't know if those are traps that are activating or if it's some kind of enemy sound effect that... It's very ill-fitting, but there it is. What's this? A puke shank. Oh, it's dead now. Greater healing potion. Well, I can use yet another, there's a clasped orb. Is that another orb? Yeah. Magical thingy that I can't use because I'm not the right class. Oh, hello. What the fuck? Flying scimitars. This is fucking Castlevania. It might as well be a Castlevania game with, you know, the dark fantasy aesthetic and all these monsters from, like, different sources mythologically. That's basically what Castlevania is. But Castlevania is definitely the first series that I would think of, and oh shit. I guess if my mind flew to video games that have like dark gothic fantasy elements and also evil flying swords that apparently are wielded by like ghosts or just like wield themselves, or how do you want to put that? Let me resummon my minion. Would be so kind as to let me do that so I can flee detection by these monsters that have been thinned out. That does seem to be the main purpose of the minion at this point. She's going to be the one to draw fire. Just pick them off from a distance. That's called teamwork. Totally. Okay, let's pop a mana potion. Hopefully this is good enough to get me back up to speed without having to pop a higher quality mana potion. And it does seem to be the case. I do like to see that. Oh, how do you know there's more, even more monsters in this room? Well, there's Battlemate Serena, I guess, is an actual special monster instead of just being a different monster type. Remastered 12 identify, sure. We have room for one more, right? Yeah. Healing potion, might as well hold on to that mace for you to like go back. When oh, there's Slam Essence Tome. Did we find a thing already? I guess we don't have to explore the rest of these things if we already found it, but it could be a decoy of some sort. I don't know. Let's explore the rest of the map before we commit to anything, though. Stash. It's not even trapped. That's rather surprising. Alright, let's grab the thing. I guess maybe if we grab it, the quest thing will be updated. Well, if it is the right one, yeah. Talk to Alcor. Here's Lamezen's Tome, yeah, let's make our way back to the town after this and see what we have found. But not before checking out this rat's nest with some money. There we go. Don't forget that. Still wanna explore the rest of these dungeons, I guess, if I need to say that I did. Leave that actually looked at, actually dealt with. But I guess if I don't have to, I don't have to. Oh, hello. All faithful. Oh, risk blade, hold on. Think that any good? Probably not, but... It's a thought that counts, you might say. What the fuck is going on? So I managed to draw the attention of some boys over here, but... And healer. Was there anybody left around to mess around? There's the healer, okay. Let's go back to the docks. Let's do business that we're supposed to. Identify stuff. And, oh yeah, the wrist bleed. This is a shitty one, isn't it? Oh shit. Just realized that I've been using the wrong set of weapons. Attack with that, I'm gonna attack with this. But yeah, wrist blade. 37 durability, 5 to 9. I have, yeah, better ones. I can just sell that off.
Yes?
Yes, that's correct. Do this, well, I can talk to you about it, but I don't remember you have to talk to him. Probably do tell you that. Ooh, 59% extra gold for monsters. Well, unfortunately, that doesn't. I can't use a sorcerer's skill, obviously, but I can hold on to it just because of the big money bonus, probably. And if I fuse anything, I have chipped amethyst. I have 2 chipped amethyst. But I don't have a third. It's probably time to sell some of this crap off that's up here. Let's see. This one seems pretty good. I can probably hold on to that one. 36% extra gold for monsters. Energy, dexterity. Fire resist. Maximum damage and mana after each kill. I can probably get rid of that one. And leave this one here. 59% extra gold, 31% extra gold. Poison resist. See, that one's actually useful as far as the other skill. And yeah, light radius. I can sell this one off too. I think. Leave this here and leave the ruby. I really want to make a third ruby just to do it. For chance of getting magic items, I probably don't need this. Leave the ruby here and put this thing here. Percent extra gold from monsters. I mean, that seems like a pretty weak effect for a charm. I don't think I need the extra gold anyway, so I'll sell that one off too. We'll make some room. Fire resist 27, dexterity, that's a ring, rotted ring 27%. Yeah, that means that that's a much better one than this one, so let's get rid of this. And leave this one in its place. What about these subheadables? Plus 2 to dexterity, poison resist, poison damage. Life and cold resist, poison damage. This one seem to have more effects, but I don't know. What about these rings? This one does seem pretty good, so I think we'll be using or getting rid of that. Oh well. I'm just gonna sell off these things that I just lumped into my inventory. I don't need that. Or that, or that. Or that, or that. I'll bank all my money. And I need to talk to the dude that's like the alchemist, right? I think he's up here, yeah.
You have found the book. It should give all of us here some insight into the nature of the prime evils. Ah, but as for you...
Yes. As for you, what? Did I just get like an extra point in this thing and that's it? Maybe. Oh well. That's, yeah.
Not here.
Oh, right. I'm gonna look at that now. I got, yeah, another stat points. I think I'm gonna put some into energy, so I can have some extra mana to toss around. And that'll do, I think. Have a bit more mana in the stash, so that I can have that, devote that level to... Did I get an extra level or just extra points? I think I just got extra points. So let's see. Mess around with that. Yeah, we got the I guess we might as well explore the temples in the upper crust, or at least the one that I didn't explore yet, because I did explore one of them. I think this would be one, I guess. What do we got? Defense, armor shrine, yeah, sure. And friggin' mages. And a decanter. And champion canter. Mages and apparently the strong variety, not just even the garden variety. Right, here we go. Let's pop a light healing potion just to top off. Guess we need to, and the mana potion. let's head into this place. This should lead to a dungeon, I think, right? Maybe? Oh shit. Did I need that or no I don't? Okay. This does not lead to a dungeon though. Where are the ones that do lead to the dungeons? Maybe down here. I don't want to spend too much time out in the surface again, because I don't feel like I need to completely clear out the surface monsters when I already did that in the past. Is there a dungeon here? No. Boy, I'm gonna try to run away. I'll beat these boys up, but maybe I can stay away from the other ones. Shadow Clone, I hope you're not getting beaten up by these thrashers. That would be so embarrassing. Alright, let's get out of here. Guess we're gonna head back way of the waypoint again. And then head in this direction. And then check over here. Is there a dungeon here? There is no dungeon here. Maybe these are like also re-instanced whenever we reload over all these dungeons, but that would actually be something that I find surprising. It's not a very... okay, here's one. We go into this place, let me see. Forgotten Reliquary, okay, yeah, we did clear this one out. I don't want to do it again, so we'll just leave. Okay, Forgotten Reliquary is still in the same place, and we already checked it out. And there should be one more that I might as well check out just to say that I did. Where would that one be? Presumably near the top left. If I had to guess. I was gonna say, didn't one of the freaking healers run away and... or at least one of the monsters, I don't know if it was the healer that's here, but... we're gonna have to give chase now. Oh, and combat shrine, sure. Let's maybe go ahead and multiply our attack potential. What a rune, enough rune. I should just get rid of some of these runes. I feel like I use them. Or I see myself using them even less than some of the other socketables that I come across. Okay, so here we are. And this should be the final dungeon that I didn't explore yet, I think. Or at least in this part of the region. There's like two more, I guess, that we're gonna find in the causeway that we haven't looked at all. But for now, let's... God. Let me be triggered by the fucking archer sounds which are the same archer sounds from Diablo 1. But I am triggered by the memories of the fucking hordes of archer skeletons that you can find be ganged up on by. In the first area of Diablo 1. Boy, I've probably a hard time trying to figure out which of the... there was a boss there, but it's dead, huh? Which of the freaking map that are covered up by the foreground completely there actually have monsters in them. Is there a healing potion? There should be a greater healing potion. Let's pump that. Got a couple of enough runes, so we should be able to fuse those into something else, independently of what happens. And a grand charm. This one is... that's 1 to 4 lightning damage for a grand charm? I don't think that's worth it. I'm gonna get rid of this when we go back, but one thing at a time. First, let's explore out this place. It shouldn't take a whole lot of time. Gold down here. Pokemon that tries to run away. And another Pokemon. Sure. leave the rest of this stuff, I think. Skill shrine, sure. You're very skillful. See what's in the baskets. Do our due diligence just like in the Diablo 1 segments where you couldn't have respawning stuff. And yeah. What else in here? I don't think. Might be another room filled with monsters like this one, but then there were none left. Okay, wasn't that fun. Right, let's actually go back to the chorus. Let's make a quick beeline for the waypoint again. And maybe find a few more baddies along the way. Oh, here's this guy. Enjoying the view from the gazebo, and then I had to ruin his day. Go back to core stocks. Let's
Hello.
don't have to identify anything, and give you the crap that I don't want, such as this, and fuse enough runes, I think. Should have at least 3 of these, surely. I don't have 3 of these. What the fuck? Need a third Neph rune to fuse into something else. I was so sure I was going to have at least one of those, but apparently not. If I store more shit inside the Horadric queue, I might have to soon. And piling up stuff that we can't mix together. Well, we're gonna save, I guess we're gonna make some room once we get the final one of these things, but I do wish I had more room. Certainly kind of spoiled in that regard by newer Diablo likes, I think. And even just modded versions of the old Diablo games, like, you know, the Ultimate mod has like an absolutely massive stash that you can use with each character. Pop the basket and the skeleton. What? Oh, the basket was trapped. I guess that was it. Let's head over here. Let's actually explore the causeway this time. And, oh boy, the causeway entrance is also filled with monsters like Rotfist the Cold, who is hopefully dead now. These skeletons with a lot of swords like Gilgamesh. Gold. Do I have any mana potions? We have a rejuvenation potion. I guess we can also just use this. Number 2 of the mana potion is, and just pop that so we can immediately have everything. Crust Causeway, here we go again. And by again, I mean for the first time. It's over here. And this is one of the temples that we would have potentially had to explore to find the... Yep, I think so. Find a tome. The Ruined Fane. Let's clear this out as long as we're in the area. So cloudy and holy, oh boy. Yeah, you deal with them. I don't want to. I don't want to deal with the fucking beefed up archers. They're the worst. Oh shit, oh fuck. Let's I'm gonna pop one of these. Seems like a decent time in which to do that. Did the boss die? I hope he did, but something tells me he didn't. Oh boy, I'm certainly magus. Did the boss die? I don't even know anymore. Oh well, whatever. Yes, maybe he did, because I didn't see him anywhere. Maybe he ran away. Let's go ahead and grab like healing potion to get topped off. We can also... oh. I just leave it. Hold on. I want to wait until I find a greater healing potion to have that in reserve. Again. Greater amount of potion. here we go, as if I was expecting to find something when I already know that. And the quest item isn't gonna be here because we already found it somewhere else, but... I don't know, I guess. Just a tick, a very meaningless statement that I can easily throw out. Whenever it feels like I've made a little bit of progress. It's funny how that works, eh? I'll beat these monsters up with my own two hands instead of just throwing shit at them. Just to change it up a bit. Okay, let's leave this place. I guess that's this dungeon taken care of as well. Let's head over here. Maybe the other dungeon is literally right across the way and it's exactly the same, yeah. It's looking like that's gonna be the case. Disused reliquary. And Steel Maul the Wraith, who's already dead. And yeah, give me that greater healing potion and make sure that I have it there, and let's see what else is in here. Body Eth rune. How about another rune? Another one of these runes that I don't really use. And scarabs that die and have a body lighting effect. Hello. Ooh, hello. I guess you didn't die. Or somehow managed to escape detection. Is that the boss? Yeah, that is Devil Jade. And now he's dead. Okay. I find it kind of weird that these bosses are like... or unique enemies, or whatever you want to call them. Are so much less challenging than the actual act bosses. Those are the ones that actually do bring out the big guns, so shit. That actually do pose a pretty significant challenge. At least it certainly feels that way. Certainly a lot more tankier and like big DPS, feels like so far. Well, at least the ones that I've fought so far. I get the feeling that that trend will continue. What's in the casket? Money, sure. Anything in here? Nope. Not even a final hurrah from the enemies. Here, Jared Stone, what is that? It's for the sorceress. Oh, and it's, yeah, water sorcery effects, but I am not the sorceress, so I can't really make use of it, but I guess what I can do, though, is hold on to it so I can sell it off later. I say that about a lot of things, so... well, off we go, I think. I guess there's just one more corner that we can check out. Well, Shrine, and there's this place, which doesn't even have monsters in, either. Alright, that takes care of that. Let's head over here into... Causeway again. I'm wondering how complex the Causeway area is going to be. Seems to be like a straight line so far. Yep, it's literally just that. Right now we're in Travinkel. There's a couple of branches so we can find those dungeons, and then that's literally everything. That's very curious. Well, I hope my... what's going on here? Oh wait, there's a wall. I didn't realize. Hope my clone is having fun over there, getting beaten up by unseen forces like this Hierophant. That's a name I've not seen for a monster outside of House of the Dead, because pretty much everything in that is based off of tarot cards, so... I guess can we literally just run around along the entire perimeter? Let me try that again. Can we literally just run along the entire perimeter and not get attacked by anything, because it's like blocked off from the rest of this place? That's very interesting. But hey, it's gonna have a gift horse in the mouth. Oh, what? What is it? I'll kill the High Council, I guess. The High Council must be somewhere nearby, but I don't know where. I guess we can descend into the main area from here. Oh, hello. Kill the Hierophant first. We finally got ambushed. Well, it was kind of a long time coming, you might say. At least a while coming. Oh, Chris. We got an actual unique weapon here. Which I'm probably just gonna end up selling off like so many of the others, but hey. Night Lord. Evil Cane. Again. Another one of these monsters that uses that. I'm sure it's supposed to be like Evil Cane. I'm pretty sure that I said this too in the past, but... Also kind of reminds me of the monsters in Bloodborne that are like Evil Doll. Or at least it uses the same body model as the plain doll. Oh, oops, I was wondering what that was. Oh yeah, the Winter Lanterns are totally evil dolls. Exactly the same way that the monsters that look like that guy that we just killed. Evil Canes, I guess. Okay, if I go straight ahead here, can I actually get into the main area? Oh, I see that this is where the... Oh, well, there's another one right there. This is where the waypoint is. I spy that now, and I guess I will make use of this information as quickly as possible. Nothing in here. Hello, there's somebody coming in from behind. Hello, yes. My shadow meat puppet, can you please go ahead and draw fire so that I don't actually have to fight things? You can do it. Come on, the freaking healer's just hiding in here. I'm sorry, maybe they were trying to retreat and I'm the real monster. Isn't that always the case? Humans are the real monsters. It's really spooky. It's like another game that I've been playing by myself recently. Friggin' Black Mirror, an old adventure game. Not to be confused with the that fucking show that came much later and yet is apparently the one that people think of when someone says, oh shit, fuck, I just did Control or Alt Tab by mistake, but yeah, apparently that newfangled show is apparently what people think of when someone says Black Mirror. It's weird to me, because I am aware of the game that came out many, or not even game, but game series that came out many years earlier that has the same name. But yeah, it's supposed to be kind of a spooky game, even though it's also kind of a slow burn, old school adventure. Point-and-click adventure. Well, not really super old school, more like, I guess, Longest Journey era point-and-click adventure. It does remind me a lot of that game in some respects, but... I don't even remember what it was that I was looking at in that game recently, but... It made me do that same quip again. Yeah, it's spooky, but the real spooks is the fact that these buildings are inhabited by humans. They're the real monsters. Hierophant, here you go. Get out of here. Go ahead and take your gold. Take the contents of your chest. Oh, okay, I did pick up the gold and not the stamina potion. But I did the opposite of that by mistake. What do we got? Mana recharge shrine and also a blue orb. Oh, the blue orb is part of the shrine. I thought it was like a separate thing. I just found something interesting, but I guess not. And I think this is where the boss enemies are gonna be, I guess, that I have to kill for the quest, but I'm gonna avoid that specific region of the map real quick. I guess I'm gonna do like in Ken's Labyrinth. In order to prepare for the final confrontation of at least the first episode in that game, you have to clear out the rest of the level so you don't run into other shit and well, the boss of that level once you finally get into the chamber where he's waiting and you reveal that's where he is. While he's chasing you around the level, you don't run into other stuff that's trying to kill you. That's how you're supposed to do it. At least I think so. I don't know. Hello. Anyways, I don't even think that any source ports of Kent Labyrinth have been made, but I really wish somebody would make that because I really want to play through that game at some point. I don't think it works with other source ports that I've seen, which kind of sucks. And I don't think that if you try to run like the native version, original version files off of like DOSBox or whatever, I don't think that I can make it ever got that to work with mouse controls like you do for Doom. Which is what I would like to play it on, so... Play it with, I guess. Those controls are pretty much the way to go as far as I'm concerned for old school. Like, Wolfenstein Doom type FPS. Doom clone FPS, I guess, would be a way to put it. And you know, that's the term that was used. I probably don't need to go to that. It's like explaining a joke, like you either know it or you don't, but explaining it just kind of ruins the whole thing. Okay, here's the waypoint. There's only Durance of Hate level 2 left in this chapter, so I believe that we can probably finish it. For this act, I mean. Get that terminology right. We can probably finish it tonight, but we shall see. I guess one of the other things that I still technically have to do is find the final body part of this dude, but I guess I'm gathering his body parts. I think I do need that for the plot. Grab the gold and go for the coins, like in part 2. And, okay, I think I might have just basically done my purpose of trying to clear out the entire map, except for this guy. I guess we run into these two guys before and they just managed to escape and hide here. But I think I've actually completed my purpose now of trying to clear out this whole map except for this area where I think the bosses are. Let's take a quick pit stop back to the docks and clear out our inventory a little bit. Probably need to do that, yeah, Chris.
Good day.
Chris Kringle. Is the other class, which is not something I'm probably gonna use. Sorceress only, which I can't use. Magic hands, which I also can't use. Or, no, I can use, but not as good as the ones I already have, so not a point to using them. Eth rune, oh boy, do I have 2 Eth runes? I have 1 more Eth rune, so no, I don't have 2 Eth runes. Probably just gonna hold that onto that in my inventory for the time being. Oh boy, and we got a flawed ruby, but we don't have any other flawed rubies, so really need to do something here. I'm gonna sell off these extra weapons to start. Oh, hello.
Diablo and Baal have surely found the temple city by now. They seek to free their brother, Mephisto, who was imprisoned by the Heradrim in the temple's guardian tower. You must reach him before his brothers do, and prevent them from releasing hatred upon the world.
Yeah, no, I get the feeling that gonna happen regardless, but hey, you can buy this off of me, even if the world ends, right? That'll do. Jeez, I have to keep adjusting my headphones because, unfortunately, one of the, the plush cloth parts of one of them basically broke off, but the headphones work perfectly fine. I don't want to have to get new ones, but gotta figure out, like, a better way of trying to hold this thing in place. I want to get rid of any of these other charms? Probably not. Just here. Damage, fire damage. I can probably get rid of the ones that are like very small damage. Lightning damage. What about, I guess I'm gonna carry these two things around with me on my inventory for a little bit longer, see if I can get anything more, but what is it? Large a compelling orb with Kalim's will to open the way to Mephisto's Durance, so I guess we have to do other stuff with the... oh, let me leave my money. Get to do that. Oh, leave it. Have to do other stuff with, I have to do all the quests before we're even able to get into the final area of the... Oh, hello. The final area of the act is what I was trying to say, but yes, we'll see. Okay, one council member has been deaded. And my minion has also been deaded. Let's try to fix that. The feeling that she'll die quickly based on how this is going. There we go, council member dead. Water Watcher, probably be good if you didn't bother me while this was going on, but oh, Torque Ice Fist, that's the actual boss, I would presume. That's been doing all this other shit, oh boy. Okay, need to pop a potion so I can summon my minion again, and then there we go. Angelep Flamefinger, okay. Maybe this guy will die faster. Okay, so there's multiple bosses. The last minions, and Kalim's Flail, okay. Got it now. Blade Talons. What are Blade Talons? Are those like assassin weapons? They are, okay. 10 to 14. I get the feeling that those are gonna be better than what I have here. Let's see. And Blade is just a blade, okay. Probably don't need on it. There also, fuck that. I don't want to carry that. Even to sell off, I don't think. Well, Torque Ice Fist is still there, so... evidently still have a little work to do, at least. Oh, fucking council members healing him. I think that's what's going on, at least. There we go. I think we did it. Nope, never mind. Ismail Vilehand still needs to,
I need mana.
Okay, fine, I'll just beat you up with my own two hands.
Dark magic here is dispelled.
Yay. Okay. Dark magic here is dispelled. Okay, so let's grab the gold. Let's check out the interior, and this is the... oh yeah, we can't actually go in here, I guess, before we...
Impossible.
We can't break the compelling orb. We need the last body part and to fuse all those together. Before we are able to get in there, I guess. But that also means that we're about to clear up a little bit more room in our inventory, our stash. It's good news. Okay, is there anything else left for me to pick up here? No. There's a crystal sword, but...
I am overburdened.
But I am overburdened. Am I really, though? I mean... yeah, I guess so. Fuck. Well, Kalim's Flail is an actual weapon. Although... but it's a mace class. It's a very fast attack, but... I think I wanted replacing my other stuff. Attack rating... maybe I could keep it on Ogath. Not that I don't have to... I don't think that it will feel... like maybe I should keep it in my stash, because I have no room in my stash for that shit. Let's go back to Chorus Docks. Let's check the quest log. Ask Kane about Kalim's relics. Which, yeah, and ask Kane for help. So we have to talk to Kane no matter what to follow up on both of these quests. Let's just go ahead and sit back.
Good. Once properly imbued, Kalim's flail can destroy the compelling orb and reveal the way to Mephisto. Place it into the Horadric cube along with Kalim's relics, his heart, his brain, and his eye. Then transmute them to carry out Kalim's will. Ridding Kurast of the Council of Zakarum was essential. Still, there is more you must do. The compelling orb, too, must be destroyed. Diablo and Bale must be close to finding their brother Mephisto by now. You've no time to waste.
Oh man. And we got a raid from the Midnight, raiding with a party of 4. Necromancer or bust. Unfortunately that ship has sailed, but welcome, welcome in. Hello, Sir Nova. Hello, Nintendo, and hello, the Midnights. Go ahead and get your shout out if I can. It's sort of thing that... Oh, whoops, I misspelled it. Shout, not shout out, shout out, I think. And hello, Teppa. If you don't already know the Midnights, you probably should. But yeah, give him a follow over there at the Midnights. They're currently playing Spiritfarer, and yeah, I do believe that usually they do play a good bit of ND stuff, what have you. So how is Spiritfarer? And do let me know what you think of it. I think that my only real knowledge about Spiritfarer right now would be like... I've heard some of the music from it, and I think I know some of the... I think I might have heard the basic premise, but I'm not quite sure how the game itself is, so please do let me know. Calming, peaceful, and pretty. Does seem interesting. I think it could also be thought of as like an adventure type game, which is kind of inherently interesting to me. It does look better than this. Is there anything that I want to sell off? Or I do anything else? Probably not. Okay, so if we fuse all these together, we get fancy particle effect and Kalim's Will, which is also a weapon. Oh boy, I guess we have to use this. Story based with a ton of collectibles, very adventure-y. Yeah. I do have a bit of an interest in basically following as much stuff that could be described as adventure game as possible. I guess I could consider that as what I'm thinking of. Wait. Well, they could get literally one more of the 2 rune types that could potentially fuse into something else. But I can't trade this, but I can't trade this because I don't want it anymore. But yeah, I mean, there's a few newish games that I guess I've been sort of keeping an eye on that probably be described that way. Like, I think there's a game that I think came out in 2020 called, what's it called? Like, The Longing? The Longing, I think. And apparently it's just about story-based, but also literally the point of the game is waiting. I don't think I've seen any gameplay of it, but I did check out the OST a little bit, and I found it mildly intriguing. But yeah, I feel like most of my knowledge in that regard would probably lie with stuff that's a little bit further back in time. But okay, let's see. Might be closing in on the end of this act now. I think the last thing that I gotta do here is just smash this, go into the dungeon, I guess. I suppose can I just click on this with the thing in my inventory, or do I have to... Actually, I guess I have to actually equip it. Hold on, let's see. We got these things. This spiked shield, I don't even know why I have this. I guess I picked it up while I had this thing active and I just didn't notice, and... Ooh, there we go. Fancy particle effect party again. And there it is, the Endurance of Hate. Apparently level 2 of the Endurance of Hate has... I'm gonna leave the shield, I don't really need it. Oh, and I think that I just lost the flail. Well, that actually works out, because I didn't really want to keep carrying that around. But yeah, there we go. Story-based, we have been playing Breath of Fire 3 as well. Yeah man, there's like a pretty big chunk of like JRPGs that are, I think not even just JRPGs, just RPGs in general, that I feel like I want to try out. At least try out. I don't know how many of, like, especially old JRPGs, would actually have the patience to finish all the way, but... And there's so many things to check out that I guess I've just never gotten around to, but... What is your expectation for Diablo 2 Remastered? I'm not sure, honestly. I'm like... One thing that I know... Oh, by the way, what's going on with this window? For some reason, the Java window was like... telling me to, hey, pay attention, but... it doesn't look different at all. Oh, whatever, but yeah. But yeah, pretty much all I know about Diablo 2 Remastered at this point is that it exists, and I guess it's coming out, but... I mean, this is my first time going through Diablo 2 Vanilla. I guess it's kind of like when I was playing Age of Calamity, where it was like a slow dawning realization that, hey, I'm actually not really enjoying this as much as the other game that's like this. I'm kind of disappointed, but I get the feeling that for me, between this and Remaster, that will come once I actually get to the end of this game and I can actually see the full scope of how true that is. Okay, these guys seem to be quite a bit more aggressive with Dark Lord together, but like wherever the last evil King ghosts were. Trying to get a bit silly just now. Oh, and there's also this guy, probably don't help. Windrend the Unholy. Probably a good idea to just aim for... Oh, okay. For whoever's the boss enemy first, so that I don't die as quickly. Let's hope D2R won't be just a mobile port. Boy. Isn't total crusty nutsack and you want to cross-stream it, hit me up and I'll be down. Oh man. I mean, I guess that remains to be seen. That's the main takeaway right now, I suppose. I don't know, I guess Blizzard doesn't have a great track record recently with remasters, because I heard that they came out with Warcraft 3 Remastered, I think, and people were pretty less than pleased with that, but that's another thing that I would basically have no frame of reference for myself, since I never played that game, any version of it. Oh, just fire, I can actually use that in this area, I think. Like right now, these guys are coming in. No longer fear fire. All I can do, but go to the same video when I want to summon my clone again so that I can with this guy. Oops. Okay, I'm still alive. I'd like to call that a victory, except apparently I'm still being attacked. As these cadavers are like the mummies in the second, or mummy-type monsters in the second act, where they'll drop like a cloud of poison when they die. Yeah, apparently something is targeting us here, and it's this guy, isn't it? I'm not able to throw fire spells through the walls. I wish I could do that. Maybe I can, and I just don't have the right character for it. Oh well. All the shurikens. Yep, that's pretty much all the one gameplay style that I basically did generate into as soon as I figured out how effective it was. Let's just build shurikens and just throw that in. Right now it's just a mixture of that and build shurikens and also have my shadow clone take all the damage. Warcraft 3 Remastered was a trashy pile. Play the OG Warcraft 3 to death and loved it. Age of Empires 2 as well. I think the only RTS that I spent any time with that I can get from that that era of video games, you might say, that I actually have any clear memories of. Even if I barely have any clear memories of actually trying to play it legitimately, because I mostly just cheated the hell out of it most of the time, was Age of Mythology. I remember having that on a laptop as a kid. And I remember being friends with a few people who played that as well, but I don't remember if we ever played against each other, like maybe once in an internet cafe with my cousin or something. But most of my own experience with that game is just like figure out the most efficient way to like spawn these cheat code spawned overpowered troops and just completely annihilate the enemy and annihilate the completely break the progression of the story objectives for the story levels in that game. I don't think I really have a lot of experience with RTS games beyond that, to be honest. Have you ever played Torchlight? Try to get Max and Snin to play it with me and they hated it. I did play Torchlight 1, I think, mostly. Actually, I think I played 1 and 2. Played like a bit of 1 by myself. And I did like a few things of it, like there's some aspects in which you could actually tell that it was like something that was done by people who had done the original Diablo, and I did like that. I don't know, I guess I didn't really have to go back to it that badly. And Torchlight 2 I actually played as part of a couple of co-op streams that I think I had with some friends in this channel. But I think the same kind of thing happened where we weren't really super enamored with it, so we didn't... They were just kind of like, I guess we don't have to keep playing this, but I feel like I should at least go back to those games. I do like, you know, Diablo likes quite a bit. I mean, one of my favorite Diablo likes that I played by myself is Grim Dawn, and even with that game, like I bought the like full version of that game with all the DLC off of GOG. Semi-recently, I suppose, and even though I had already played through the entirety of the vanilla version on Steam before. I replayed the entirety of the vanilla story, but I only managed to play through like a fraction of the campaign for the DLCs before I kind of also drifted off away from that. But I mean, my last run of that game was also like specifically following some guidelines to try to create a pretty broken build. And I did. And it was a broken build that was specifically based on doing the Necromancer meme and just summoning as many minions as possible. Standing behind them. Okay, is there anything else that I want to check out down here? Ooh, there's a bunch of stuff in the ground here. Do I need to replenish greater mana potion? Yeah. Healing everywhere, and there's a chest that I guess I never even saw before. This is where it came from, right? I think. I don't have to check out it on that side. Never played Grim Dawn, didn't know it was a Diablo-like. It is a Diablo-like, yeah. It's made by the same people who made another one called Titan Quest, which definitely had me interested for a bit, but that one I played like the least amount of time out of all the games that I've mentioned in like the past 5 minutes. But it's yet another game that I feel like I want to go back to at some point. It's just kind of hard because, you know, the ever-turning wheel of stuff going on and the ever-growing realization that a lot of these RPGs are kind of a time investment. And that there's just a lot of stuff that I would like to play at some point or another. $82 gold, okay. I guess there's nothing else back here, I think. Okay, there's like a corner over here, but I guess beyond that I might have already checked out the entire floor, and there's not even any more things to kill back here. I want to get through. I wonder if I have 2 more Ith runes at the chest, because I can't tell which runes are like which shape. What does it look like? It's you get the feeling that I don't have. Oh, what the hell? Oh, right. I guess I picked that up because I wanted to sell it off since it's a unique thing. Where did you come from? Like hiding in the corner? Maybe. I guess I didn't actually come this way before into this little alcove. Grab that gold, healing potion, and over here we get anything else that I want to pick up. not. I'm pretty sure that I read in the list of waypoints that I guess the last waypoint of the act here is gonna be in the second floor of this dungeon, which it has me believing that maybe that's also right before the act boss. But we'll see. The exit out, it's out of here. It's reading the map. Ever heard that one? There was a Diablo-like MMO, I forget its name. I got a chance to play it because all of my character names were taken. Diablo-like MMO, I guess a game that's, I guess, popular video game that people play, but that is yet another one that I barely played myself. Even though I did play it for a bit, is Path of Exile, but
I can't carry anymore.
I thought that one was just kind of weird, since it's one of those games that doesn't even have a currency. It's just like, you have to... Well, it's the ultimate expression, I guess, of just keep on farming more item drops until... I didn't want to do that. Keep on farming more items until you get all the... exactly the modifiers that you want. It's... I don't know, I never got even close to that point, because I didn't do a whole lot of plot in that game, but... Oh, there's stairs here. It's cool. I guess it's a thing that some people are into. I guess the MMO aspect is probably a fair draw as well for many, but I'm also not like generally a big MMO person. Have I played any MMO for like conventional edit, like I guess World of Warcraft style for any length of time? The only one that I was even mildly intrigued by that probably fits that description is The Secret World, which I think I even played that for a little bit before it went... did it go free to play? I want to say that it did go free to play, but I don't even remember. I didn't even bother to follow that game closely enough to be able to say that conviction. But I guess that's just how my own knowledge is when it comes to a lot of things that happens to include MMOs. That's Stygian doll. Those little skeletons always called dolls. I guess they're supposed to be like actual... like the evil dolls in the jungle instead of being like little baby skeletons from Dark Souls, which is what I've been calling them. I guess that would make some degree of sense. Yeah, maybe they're just like actually, yeah, they're paying a little bit more attention. They seem like they're different versions of those same sprites. No, I didn't notice that before. Love MMOs, keep going back to Ragnarok Online, and I enjoy FF14. Been thinking of playing FF11 again. I guess that's one of the aspects that, or one of the things that I wonder about sometimes, because the fact that I don't usually play MMOs have pretty much kept me from looking at stuff like FF11 and FF14, even though I've seen most of the other mainline FFs at some point or another. I think I've basically played all of the main numbered ones except for 15 and the MMOs. But I mean, I look at FF11 and wasn't that like a PS2 game? I'm pretty sure that I have seen people somehow finding a way to play that even now, but I myself wouldn't have any idea how that would function. Oh, did I just level up? That was timely, since I just ran out of mana. Okay, what shall I do? I put points into max mana before, so right now I should probably maybe just go for dexterity or strength. Probably dexterity. Well, if I put 1 point into vitality, I get decent amount. And just go with dexterity.
I can't carry anymore.
Don't have room for the claymore. Oh well. Can I make room for the claymore? Most. Oh wait, hold on. Do I have this stupid potion? Leave this. And now I really need to find that waypoint so I can actually go back and sell this crap. And as for this, let me see. PC and PS2. Oh, I didn't hear about that game being on PC either. Every FF11 expansion on Steam for like 20... Really? I don't think I've actually heard of that at any point before. I might as well maybe look at it. But, yeah, I don't know. I guess another aspect that deters me from getting into a lot of MMOs would be the subscription aspect. I don't know how that would work, or if that would apply to a lot of the ones that I would ostensibly be maybe interested in, but... yeah. I put 2 points into this. Only need one, I guess, so she can live longer. Whole thing. I think I'm already getting diminishing returns on this, so I could also just wait to put a point into that, but it'll take a while. Put a point into this so I can then later put a point into that one when I actually do unlock it. Yeah, I'll just do that. It's pretty iffy, it's like $12 a month or something, yeah. I mean, I think a lot of them would probably have like a thing that I'm pretty sure World of Warcraft has, where it's like, yeah, try it out. If you've never played before, you can just get like a month free or something. But I guess I could at least make use of that, or I think what some of the other ones do is like, I think maybe FF14 does that, or at least another one that I've heard of does it, is you can play, but you can only play free until you get to like X level. See that for 14 that does that? I don't remember, but I'm sure I've heard of at least one that has that kind of a trial model. Well, maybe they have like a different head, these things. They're like the same basic shape as the other evil dolls from the jungle, but maybe they have like a different head.
I can't carry anymore.
Of course, nah. I'm trying to break this basket. There. I could presumably just, or ostensibly just use a town portal scroll to unload and come back. You know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna do that. Like I'm gonna lose anything from doing that. Let's go back. Let's identify.
Stay a while and listen.
Sorry. And sell off though. Here we are. This thing that I'm not gonna use, this thing that I'm not gonna use, and I have a scroll of identify for some reason. I don't know why I picked up that extra one. 36 to attack rating, damage reduced. Time for me to clean out another one of my friggin' rings in the stash. Also, I have now. Of course, I don't have another one of these. I swear. All resist, amulet. This one's kind of crappy. I feel like I have better effects than the others. And this. If I had one more flawed amethyst. If I had one more chipped amethyst, I could make one more flawed amethyst. I'm gonna put these things into my cube and hope that I'm able to keep them there. Hold on.
Not here.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, taking my gems in there. And make more room that way. Alright, let's see. 36 to attack rating. 84 to attack rating and 6 to energy. I could probably just have that instead. Well, if 14 does that, the base game and expansion 1 are free. After that, you need to buy the expansion and pay a fee. Yeah. Well, maybe FF14 could be the one that I could try out then. I don't know. I feel like the main reason why I would be interested in those games, 11 and 14, would be for the soundtrack. Since I've only had a little bit of exposure to that so far. Stuff like the Final Fantasy rhythm game. But apparently it's a fairly well-known thing amongst, I guess, other people that care about Final Fantasy soundtracks and what have you. Let's see. Want to do anything else right now? Probably not. Do I need all of these charms? Probably not, but I'll grab another one just to top myself off again and keep exploring. exploring, I guess. Is that dead end? Oh no, this is where the, this is literally where the waypoint is. Okay, well, oh, whatever. Not like I wasted any resources doing that. This really didn't make a difference. Okay. Told you hello default if I didn't say it already. Act 3, or like Act P. Or like I'm actually a little bit hungrier than usual when I started this stream, because I guess I did even later than usual. I have a little bit more of a physiological motivation to let it drag on for too long. Yes. I do want you dead. Thank you for confirming it with your identity. A couple of shrines around here, what are they? There is a health shrine, and there is... What's this? Refilling shrine. Oh. Guess I better just clear out or uncover the rest of the map or as best I can. Let's see exactly what's gonna happen. Choking gas potion. Another one of these throwing potions that... Let's see that I see as much use for as would be presumed based on how frequently they drop. Job. Heading to bed, good night. Alright, sure, Nova, thanks for stopping in, thanks for the chat. And thanks for the radar to the midnight. Once more. Hope you have a good night. Let's see. Need any more scrolls to identify? Potions either, I don't think. No. Don't even need to use potions very badly right now. That's what I was trying to say, but... Once again, I am in a state of mind and body where I guess my pronunciation is... suffering. I need to remind myself to speak a bit more slowly when I'm like this, I guess, but... the mind wants what it wants. Make of that statement what you will. The mind wants to vomit out as much information as quickly as possible. Ooh. Okay, all these guys from beyond this wall presumably have decided to come say hi. Okay, let's see. I finally grab this measly 20 gold and an empty stash that at least isn't booby-trapped. That's usually the case when there's nothing in them at this point. Measly 20 gold. It's kind of funny how we've gotten to that point. Okay, so let's... What's over here? Oh shit. Hello. Guess I better roll... Might as well just finish clearing this out. This little clearing before I go back to where this dark lord is. Okay. Is there a boss enemy over here? Is there a boss enemy that I just killed? Probably not. I probably would have noticed if those guys were marked as a boss. But hey, there's plenty of big loot and a chipped diamond. Chipped diamond is gonna be just yet another thing to clutter up my stash when I get back to that. I should probably just get rid of some of that stuff in the stash. But I mean, I've come this far. I can surely do something to compromise without compromising all the way or what have you. Okay. Durance of Hate level 3. Okay, so there's level 3. I'm going to presume that maybe, just maybe, that's where the boss of the chapter or act is going to be. Just adjust my freaking headphones again. Stupid thing. I mean, the only thing that I've tried to do to secure this thing in place so far is literally just put some wads of duct tape on the other end. Should probably try to use glue or something. Probably be a more even thing and a more effective thing, but I don't know if I have any glue. Hello. Kill Mephisto. We're just going a lot then. Okay, let's... Oh, I didn't mean to go back up, but... grab the town portal. Let's not grab the town portal, let's expose the town portal and... Ooh, I guess this is the actual floor where the thing that I said earlier about clearing out the level. So that when we're being chased around by the big spooky boss enemy, we don't... Oh no, the council thing. Oh shit, my fucking minion died. Oh, come on. And another one. More council members, I guess we need to kill. Sparkfist, jeez. Okay. And yeah, apparently the council members are very effective at killing my minions. That also was the case for the ones that were on the surface. Hey, fucking idiots, please don't be... that's not even like the flame element one, I guess. Or a flame element council member, that was just a dude that was left over. And I guess the one that I killed first was actually the guy that summoned those snakes. Okay. Not too sure what I'm gonna be finding down here. Or like how long I'm gonna have to... Oh, I'm out of potion, sure. I'm gonna have to move before I actually do run into the boss, but... I feel like I should do the... Oh, hello. At least try to do that before I ration out my survival resources. 3 freaking things, 3 columns of healing potions in my belt. I'd like to presume that I'm kind of covered in that regard. Maybe if I use these 2 abilities in tandem, bone as a distraction and mana potions, which I'll chug another one. And my own healing and just survival resources. Maybe I can avoid this being a disaster like the boss of chapter or act 2 was. I keep saying chapter reflexively. Fucking okay, thanks. Reflexively, but it's act in this game. Oh shoot, did I... Oh yeah, I did. Oh, hold on. I did use up one of my healing potions, so I'll pick this one up. Replace the one that I just picked up and chug that one. Go down the middle. Go down into where the blood is? No, it's the... Hello. Some kind of Eye of Sauron portal going on there, though. Ooh, and more council members. Yeah. After Dragon Hand. I guess these little flame snakes that he summons are like little turrets. I think there might have been a spell like that in Diablo 1. It was like Guardian spell or something. Oh, Bloodlords, not even Dark Lords, no, it's Bloodlords. All these like evil cane monsters have the same name construction, they're like called Lords. I think the ones that were in the surface were called Night Lords. I don't know, but anyway, have to resummon the minion. Can't not have the minion out, after all. It is more crucial now than ever. Helm. What's this? Let's just look at it. It's druid only, so I can even use it. And is it socketable or was it... it was socketed, okay. So that probably would have been a good thing to maybe hold on to if I was... you know, a druid, but I'm not. A light healing potion. Let's just try to clear this whole map out. Oh, is that the boss? Hold on. Is that the boss? That's Mephisto, yeah. Okay, we found the boss. Oh boy, and my fucking minion's already dead.
My brothers have seen you.
Yes. Something about the... Oh shit. I'm not good at managing this stuff, but yeah, my clone is gonna die very quickly. I think I can do things a little bit differently here. Oh yeah, try to... Maybe I can do this if I just like get running away and kiting and healing. I can actually... Oh shit. I can actually... Oh, never mind. Well, I'm gonna have to go back there. I guess I can wait for him to go away from the area, because I'm gonna want to... I'm pretty sure that means that I lose all my equipment. And I'm gonna want that back, so... summon the clone. Maybe she can be a distraction while I get my corpse back. Oh, I went the wrong way. But yeah, it looks like this is gonna be at least a little bit more, I guess, straightforward.
Good day.
Good day. At least I didn't lose a lot of body that time. A little bit more straightforward than the Act 2 was. Almost did it again. But yeah, it's gonna be the same old, same old. Run all the way over there. Very Dark Souls moment, you might say. Maybe this is what Dark Souls was going for. It was paying tribute to dying in Diablo 2 and having to run all the way back to where the boss is so you can challenge it again. Or maybe it was I'm gonna need my equipment back first. There's my corpse, but this door's also gonna be over there. Is he gonna be standing? Watch. Oh, yep, here he comes. It's very funny. I'm a comedian. Okay. I'll toss you some extra. Oh, hello, gold. Some extra stuff. Oh, he seems to be a little bit stuck back there, eh? You gonna actually come find me or what? Okay, there he is. Right, I'll get some cheap shots on him while this, while he's busy killing my clone yet again. And then I'll run away, because apparently that's how this is gonna work out. Did it work or not? Here we go, okay. Maybe I can kill him like this, let's see. Yeah, there we go. Too late, I'm dead. Ooh, what the fuck? Oh no, always gonna have that flashy death, I guess. Something we've seen in this game. I'm gonna plot important boss. Oh, one also died.
Mephisto, you were no match for me.
Well, yeah, and it was apparently the strongest one. Out of all the evil demon lords, the primevals, so... Ooh. Maybe I can get a better armor from it. But I am overburdened. Why? Oh. Wait, what? Oh yeah, I forgot. I have to put these back into the fucking belts. Okay, now I shouldn't be as overburdened, surely. Okay, breastplates. Okay. Might as well just use Skull of Identify for this. Okay, have 93, which is better base defense than either of these. That's nice. 36 enhanced defense, 7 to life, 5 resist, poison resistant, damage reduced. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep that one. I guess this one could be marginally better as far as the bonus effects. Pain Carapace. More light radius, more magic damage reduction. And poison resist. And an unidentified ring. I'm gonna just hold on to that.
I can't carry anymore.
Oh, fuck. If you do this, no, that's still not enough room. What if I follow this away? For the time being, at least. And these gauntlets unidentified, required strength 60. Well, I can maybe get there in a couple of levels. I don't know if it'd be worth it. I don't think I have enough room to make this work. Let me try to move a few things around. This here, and yeah. And now maybe I could, no, I can't, never mind. It's a hopeless task. Spirit cloak, scale mail, bastard sword, gauntlets. I guess I'll grab the spirit cloak, scale mail first, and I will also let's hold on to that for. Let me summon my clone again. I want to clear out the rest of this map before I even do anything else. Now I should be grabbing Mephisto's soulstone. Let's just go ahead and do that. It doesn't really matter if we do lose the rest of these.
I am overburdened.
What about this Dirk? Mephisto's soulstone. What is this Dirk? An important item or what? No, it's just an item. Is it just an item though? Maybe it's more important than we think. Okay, let's just grab the gauntlets then. Come back for the mail. And see what else we have. Because I don't know. What do we got? Quest completed? It just says quest completed. Okay, so there's... I guess we just have to maybe go back. So we have Mephisto's Soulstone, so we did manage to... I guess we did manage to... put that dude out of action before the other brothers were able to get to him, which is not what I was expecting, if that's actually what happened. Oh, hello, there's more fucking council members here. They're the real boss enemies in this area. They're very good at killing my clone. And now she's dead again. Someone's very unlucky, it's like an episode of South Park. And a recharge, yeah, sure. Virtual force recovers quickly, I do need that. I could have used that before, but I can use it now too. Where healing potion? Yes. Need that. Yeah, I need one more great healing potions and more of the... Oh fuck, I did it again. Well, I didn't press Alt-Tab by accident this time, I pressed the Windows key instead. Healing potion... Well, I would have to actually go and stand in the spooky fire for that, so maybe not. What else is here? Just one of these blood bars. I guess we're using the same kind of spells that I was using, the fireball spells. I was using as the Magian like the undead Demon Crypt in the later parts of Diablo Hellfire. Which remind... You know, speaking of that, I've been actually meaning to say this for a little bit. Oh, hello. I had room for a large charm though. Well, meaning to say that for a while, but the aesthetic of this part, this kind of dungeon, the runs of hate, those kind of remind me of the aesthetic for the Demon Crypts in Diablo Hellfire. Wonder if there's any actual connection, I guess design-wise, or if it's just me being completely facetious, but I guess we're gonna go back to the town and... Or stand here, I don't know, we can go in the portal. No, I guess if we go back to the town, we can... I guess this was gonna be like the way to the next town, maybe. I don't even know where we're going, but this looks like it would be the end of chapter, or I did it one more time, of Act 3, so... Just take the plunge, because I think that I'm gonna be about ready to end things off soon anyway. Here we go.
I did as you told me, Tyrael. I found the temple of the Zakarum. In the deepest recesses of the temple, I found a dark gathering. My companion, the Wanderer, Talrasha, and a great evil who could only be the Lord of Hatred himself, Mephisto. I heard a voice then, like 1,000 needles in my heart.
My brothers, at long last we stand reunited. The Infernal Gate has been prepared, and the time of our final victory is at hand. Let the way to hell be opened. And the evil that was once vanquished shall rise anew. Wrapped in the guise of man, shall he walk amongst the innocent, and terror shall consume they that dwell upon the earth. The skies shall rain fire, and the seas will become as blood. The righteous shall fall before the wicked, and all creation shall tremble before the burning standards of hell. What I saw then was not meant for mortal eyes. The gate stands ready. Now, my young brother, the time has come to assume your true form. Arise, Diablo, Lord of Terror. Send forth your terror into hell.
Right, well, Pandemonium Fortress, I guess we're just in hell now, and so is this guy. Made it to Act 4. Apparently 3 quests to do. And there's only 3 waypoints here. Pandemonium Fortress, City of the Damned, and River of Flames, so maybe this would be closer to the end of the game than I thought, but... well, though there's actually a few people here. Material, or here's our private stash. I wonder if there's anyone here that we can sell to, but yeah. I mean, how challenging could Diablo be if we just killed like his brother, who was apparently more beefed up than he was, and he was, you know, an easier kill than the other boss that we had to deal with before. Oh, I guess this would be like the way forth into hell. Right now I think all I'm gonna do is get my bearings here. Jamela and Albu are here. Get my bearings here and probably leave it off there and leave back to maybe Finale, because I think this does have the, yeah, this is the expansion version, so.
Good to see you.
Good to see you in hell.
The time has come for you to destroy Mephisto's soul stone. Take the stone to the Hell Forge. Place it upon the forge, and strike it soundly with the hammer. Only by doing this can you prevent Mephisto from manifesting in this world ever again.
I guess that's what we're doing. Alright, let's identify my stuff. Oh, that's a middle quest. Take Mephisto's soulstone to the forge. We don't know about the other ones either. We have to deal with like the other 2 brothers as well. Let's see. Well, let's talk to Tyrell first. I wonder what he has to say.
It is good to see you again, hero. Mephisto's defeat is a great victory for the light. I knew that you would eventually find your way here. The Pandemonium Fortress is the last bastion of heaven's power before the gates of the burning hells. This place has been hallowed by the blood of thousands of champions of the light, many of whom were mortal, like yourself. Now, the final battle against the prime evils draws near. You must face it alone. I have been forbidden to aid you directly, save for a few bits of wisdom. For this is the hour of mortal man's triumph. Your triumph. May the light protect you, and the powers of heaven shine upon your path.
Yeah, okay.
There is a dark, tortured soul who was trapped within this forsaken realm long ago. He was called Iswal by mortal men, and in ages past he was my most trusted lieutenant. Yet, against my wishes, he led an ill-fated assault upon the fiery Hellforge itself. Despite his valor and strength, Iswal was captured by the Prime Evils and twisted by their perverse power. They forced him to betray his own kind and give up Heaven's most guarded secrets. He became a corrupt shadow of his former self, a fallen angel, trusted neither by Heaven nor Hell. For his transgressions, Iswal's spirit was bound within the form of a terrible creature, which was summoned from the abyss. His maddened spirit has resided within that tortured husk for many ages now. It seems to me that he has suffered long enough. I implore you, hero, find Iswal and release him from his cruel imprisonment. Put an end to his guilt and suffering.
Okay. And what to say? Oh, we can resurrect our freaking dead minion from ages ago. But no, I don't think we're gonna do that, but... I want to say that the name Iswal seems kind of vaguely familiar, because I think that might be yet another one of these, yeah, Fallen Angel. Get another quest there. That might be yet another one of these, those like dummied out quests from Diablo 1 that were restored in the, what was it, Beelzebub mod. That's it, yeah. I probably did clear in that mod. But that they also officially did basically use as actual quests in this game. And a few things like that. And I get the feeling that Iswal is gonna be another example of that, but let's see. What do you do here?
What do you need?
You trade, okay. And you're the gambler too, but I can't talk to you. How did you get here? Did you like minions of heaven? Maybe I can trade to this guy or repair my stuff. Sequence, gauge, gauntlets, defense. God. I get the feeling that I'm not gonna be using this. Because it requires high strength. Probably requires even higher strength for the other one, so you can have that. This might be something that I actually use. Cold resist, 5% for that much? No thanks. This Dirk. Dead Diggler, hopefully. Very fast attack speed. It's just like a normal unique item, but it's got like a different hue of yellow than the other ones. Not sure what to make of that. Kind of betrayed here, Mephisto's Souls. I guess we're gonna have to also hold on to Mephisto's Soulstone. Probably get rid of this too. Plus 10 to dexterity, cold resist. See, this actually seems like it would be worth holding on to with all these bonus stuff. I don't know. Repairing. I'm gonna repair all my... just for the hell of it, but... And ignore target's defense, I guess, would probably also be important, but... I don't know, man. I feel like I've been doing a well enough job of having good stuff on me with the stuff that I already have. Maybe this is gonna replace this. That's about the only thing that I can think of changing right now. Let me see. So I might as well try to commit to it, because I got 93 defense. My defense total is 187, so 175 is probably not gonna be like a huge difference. And the other difference is in life. 26 life versus 5, whatever. It's even smaller difference. Higher resist and damage reduced, but magic damage reduced. I feel like that might be a little important in the long run. I think I'm gonna do that, yeah. Gonna swap this out and commit to that by selling this off. So this is, yep, this is even worth more, so I think they know. Could hold on to that Dirk just for the hell of it. No pun intended, but probably sell off like some of these things. I have like fire damage in any of the weapon stuff that I have right now. 30 maximum damage enhanced, repairs, lightning damage 630. None of them gives me fire damage, right? Yeah, this one does. I can probably just get rid of that one. Poison resist, fire resist, or poison resist. Was 9 to attack rating versus bonus. I could probably get rid of that one too. I feel like that's not really worth that much, the attack rating thing. Isn't that like, I mean, plus 9 to attack rating, how much attack rating do we have? What's the actual number on that? It's, yeah, I think we need that. It is this one right here. And, alright, I guess we can probably just leave this here, and I think we need the fire damage one. I'm also committed to selling that off, and we can leave that in its place, and we have a little bit more room now. What else? Can I talk to you about anything, or just resurrect? Oh, I can talk to him about gossip, okay.
Long ago, I swore an oath to watch over the Horadrim and their descendants. As Deckard Cain is the last of their esteemed order, I will not allow him to perish here so far from the lands of his birth. Be at ease, hero. I know that he is your friend. He shall come to no harm.
Okay, well, I mean, that's debatable, but...
Long ago,
Okay. But can you tell me more about the quest that you saddled me with?
Iswal no longer carries the angelic runeblade, Azurath. He may still possess great strength and power within his new form. Also, he may not be able to tell friend from foe while in his present state. If you find him, he will almost certainly be hostile. Proceed with the utmost caution.
Wonder if the others will have more to say about that quest, though. Let's see.
Good day.
Yeah, let's just hang out here in hell.
Tyrael has asked you to confront Iswal the Fallen. He must have great faith in your abilities. I trust you know what you're doing. Be careful. You're our last hope.
Alright. Let's see. I think there's much more that I can really add to that, so... I'll leave that there. Fire resist. Oh, yeah, I have this small charm, which is... Well, it's fire resist, not fire damage. That's... Again. It's a very good charm to have, like, 2 effects, instead of just being, like, the 1 slot charm. Thanks, I'm gonna go ahead and leave the thing here, too, even. This here, leave this here, and look, now I have even more room. And yet I'm basically almost out of room here. Worst leg, but I refuse to get rid of worst leg. It's a matter of integrity. I guess the only other thing that I would like to check out is go back to the place where I killed Mephisto. I mean, the world hasn't reloaded or anything, so... You know, ostensibly all the stuff that dropped there should still be there that I didn't pick up. Let's grab more stuff to more of that crap that he dropped so I can sell it off for profit. Not that it really matters at this point with how much fucking money I have, but you know. Sometimes you just feel the need for something. Sometimes you feel an itch that must be satisfied. Where's Mephisto's? Oh my god, hold on. Did it disappear? Or maybe I just went past it, hold on. Probably did go past it. Yeah, here we go, here we are. Scale mail and Buster Sword. And I guess we can go through the Hell Portal again, so... Well, he opened up the Hell Portal for his brothers. Diablo went through the portal. For some reason, he had, like, more stuff to do in Hell before trying to bring about the apocalypse or something, but he stayed behind and got killed. That works. Well, do you identify more here? Why don't I grab this Buster Sword and this? These things are like... worth it, so I'm just gonna sell these off. And also...
Hello.
Sell this off, and repair the shit that I do have. That'll do. Let's go ahead and bank this money, and I think that we're about to charge into, I guess, the last bastion of hell. The last. Might as well see what the next area is going to be called. Actually, go into hell proper. The outer steps of hell. Take a step into the steps of hell. Hello. And let's clear out the screen just for the hell of it again. Doom Lights. Well, it's not gonna be as I think anything in this game is somehow... I get the feeling that nothing in this game is gonna be as harrowing to put it one way as the hell section of Diablo 1. But again, I feel like, especially if you play it like I do, which is just try my best, or try your best to get to the end of the game without reloading the world completely. Just do a single world run with one character. It's always going to be a bit more difficult. But yeah, there we go. Now I could start exploring and like trying to find perimeters and shit, but yeah, it's very tempting, but I'm not gonna do it right now. See, I'm being tempted in hell. It looks like it's in. Maybe we ought to have some sympathy for Diablo. But yeah, it's gonna be, I guess I'm gonna take a step back into the steps that lead to and from the steps. Into the Pandemonium Fortress, just for formality's sake, and that will be where things are left off for now. And there I am, 26, and I guess about to beat the game. Or at least about to beat the base game. I hope that they don't expect me to be like to have like a giant bout of grinding between the base game and the expansion, because I guess I will eventually get to the expansion content once I'm through with the base game. Apparently there are 3 more cinematics to be found in the game. But yeah, that's Diablo 2 Act 3. Concluded, and Act 4 commenced, even though I pretty much just took 2 steps into hell and that's it. And that's what that shall be. For the time being. Since it's been a shorter stream, it doesn't really matter anyway, since that's merely a consequence of me starting even later than the usual time. Which is already later than I would ideally want to start on principle, so it's like a snowball effect. But let me just bring back the Beautiful Joe soundtrack for at least a little bit. But yeah, that's where we're gonna leave things off for now. And look at some of these other fucking Twitch tabs that I have opened that apparently have led me to some places that I have no idea what I'm doing in them. But they do seem to be places that I ended up in because of other people that I was watching. Oh well, that happens a lot. But yeah, I'll go ahead and head to the end of the stream here. Maybe I'll actually be able to beat Diablo 2 this week. Wouldn't that be something, me finishing a game in 2021? Unheard of. But yeah, that's where we're gonna leave off, and I think, yeah, I'm gonna try to throw a quick raid at somebody. I think I know who it's gonna be today. Somebody that I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure I've raided in the past, but probably not for a while. Not a very cool person. Let me see if I can spell this out. I hope I did it right. If you would be willing to stick around for just... Let me try that again, because I feel like I mumbled really hard in that statement. If you would be willing to stick around for just a minute longer, I think we're gonna be trying to throw a quick raid at Turian's Going Wild, who I think mainly streams tool RPG stuff like this, but maybe he has a more particular type of RPG stuff that fortunately mostly has turned out to be so far stuff that I have played myself. Stuff like Mass Effect, and I guess currently Dragon Age. I think doing a blind playthrough of the Dragon Age stuff, and I think basically at the end of it, if this stream title that she has right now is to be believed. But yeah, feel free to say hi, feel free to enter or just do what you want, you know. I'm not here to tell you what to do. But at any rate, oh yeah, this is the fucking Smash Melee song, by the way. That sounds exactly like a different Smash Melee song, like Final Destination, but with slightly different instrumentation. That's fun. Try and identify. Guess I better add Final Destination onto this playlist for that factor, but anyway, I guess I'll see if I can actually finish Diablo 2 this week, which would be incredible, don't you think? But also, you'll take it easy. Thank you everybody for coming like always. Thanks for chatting. Always great whenever people chat. Thanks again to the Midnights for the raid. And I will see you later.